fun. Whether it's birthday parties or weekend family gatherings, South 66 Lanes helps those feeling nostalgic to relive their special moments. Come on in and enjoy glow ball bowling or join a men or women's league today. Or savor tasty snacks, tasty pizza, cold drinks, and so much more. Invite a friend or bring the whole family down to South 66 Lanes, where we can't wait to see you knock down those pins. For reservations for your bowling party, field trip, or special event, contact South 66 Lanes at 419-769-8233 and be sure to check out their Facebook page for daily events and hours. Home of the Tinora Rams bowling team, as South 66 Lanes proudly supports the Rams. A big thank you to Vince Salinas, Michelle Bacon, and their family for their support of Tinora Rams and all of us here at Tinora Rams Live over the past few seasons. Brothers Tacos dedicates itself to working closely with their family to deliver to your family the best authentic Mexican cuisine to Defiance and the surrounding areas. As a family-owned catering business and pop-up food vendor, their mission is to make you and your guests feel like family no matter the location or event. They cater to weddings, graduations, and small gatherings. Check out their Facebook page or contact them today by calling or texting 567-344-0055. Brothers Tacos looks forward to sharing their delicious food with you.
Are you tired of losing money on your 401k or other retirement accounts? Well, you're not alone. Do what many area residents have done and call Postoma Insurance and Investments. With safe money strategies offered to you by PI&I, you can still have the benefits of market earnings without the risk of taking market loss. Sound too good to be true? Give us a call, and with experienced agents at PI&I will work with you to understand how you can do just that. If you're more interested in CD-style accounts but are fed up with low CD rates, PI&I agents can set you up with an account with rates currently as high as 5.5% fixed, with certain restrictions apply. Call us today at 419-782-2500 to help you set up a plan that meets your investment goals. That's 782-2500. Postoma Insurance and Investments, protecting everything you've worked for.
Are you ready to find your dream home in Northwest Ohio? Or maybe you're looking to sell and get the best value for your property? Then you need to call Matt Yost of RE/MAX Realty in Defiance. For more than 20 years, Matt has been the #1 sales agent in Defiance, consistently helping his clients achieve their real estate goals. A 6-time winner of the prestigious RE/MAX Platinum Club Award, Matt has proven his dedication to buyers and sellers alike. With 23 years of experience serving Napoleon and Bryan, as well as Paulding and Defiance counties, Matt Yost knows the market inside and out, and he's ready to put his expertise to work for you to make your property search or sale a smooth and successful one. Don't settle for less. Contact a leading agent in the area. Call Matt Yost at RE/MAX Realty at 419-784-3070 or reach him directly at 419-438-0790 and let Matt help make your next move a success.
Buckeye Aerial Ag is the new generation of crop maintenance. Buckeye Aerial Ag offers a custom spray drone service for applying pesticides, herbicides, and fertilizers to area crops. They use a high-precision GPS and flight path planning to target chemicals only where needed, reducing off-target drift and chemical waste. Buckeye Aerial Ag can spread cover crops as well as seed cover crops on all current standing corn and soybean fields. Give Sean a call at 419-439-2225. Check out their Facebook page and their excellent videos of the drone in action in area fields. Tinora alum Sean Hammonds and Buckeye Aerial Ag say, "Go Rams!" When you need a plumber to address your plumbing repairs and installs precisely and quickly, you call Holbrook Plumbing. No job is too small. We offer fast and reliable solutions for common plumbing issues that range from leaky faucets to clogged sewers and water pipes to broken water heaters. Our specialists will inspect every facet of your home to ensure your plumbing systems run optimally. Holbrook Plumbing installs sump pumps and cleans pipes and performs every repair you need. Hire an efficient plumber like Holbrook Plumbing, who can keep your system in check. When you need a plumber to take care of business, look no further. Our team is here for you. Holbrook Plumbing is your trusted plumber in Defiance and Napoleon with over 30 years of experience. Give them a call today. Holbrook Plumbing at 419-782-8208. Ladies, are you looking for a new hairstyle? What about some new fancy nails? Jenny Bidlack and her fantastic crew at Cut and Polish Salon of Defiance is your local salon to get you all fancied up. Cut and Polish Salon offers a vast range of fantastic services, including haircuts, highlights, coloring, waxing, manicures, and pedicures. Please schedule a visit at their fun, relaxing salon where you are their number one priority. Cut and Polish Hair and Nail Salon is located at 413 Hopkins Street in Defiance. Book your appointment today by calling 419-576-5087 or simply visit their Facebook page for online booking. Cut and Polish Salon owner Jenny Bidlack and her staff say, "Go Rams!" Hey, local athletes and sports fans. Whether you're on the field, hitting the gym, or cheering from the stands, your body works hard and deserves the best recovery. With over 2 decades helping area athletes perform at their best, Carrie Radzik and her team at Defiance Therapeutic Massage and Wellness Center are now offering new services to support the whole community in living healthier and more balanced lives. These exciting new services include the Halo Sauna, which combines dry salt therapy with medical-grade infrared heat for deep muscle recovery and reduced inflammation. Salt Room Halotherapy, where you can clear your lungs and airways, improve skin conditions, and boost the immune system. Medical-grade red light therapy, which helps to accelerate tissue repair and promote cellular healing. Foot Detox and Mineral Foot Detox, where you can release toxins and restore balance after a stressful week or workout. Each therapy can stand on its own or be combined to create a personalized recovery experience that meets you right where you are. Are you ready to de-stress and live well? Visit DefianceTherapeutic.com or call Carrie Radzik at 419-784-0101 to book your appointment today. Carrie Radzik and her team are proud to support local athletes and wish the Rams all the best. The Winery at Harvest Moon Golf Course, the old St. Mike's, sits on 110 acres at the corner of Micas and Domersville Roads in Defiance. It has become the new go-to spot after the game. Harvest Moon is open for all after-game gatherings, whether it's football, basketball, volleyball, or track. They're just 1 mile down the road and ready to serve the community after events. They offer assorted flatbreads, quesadillas, loaded kettle chips, various dips, and a meat and cheese tray. A full bar and non-alcoholic drinks are also available. Harvest Moon is very family-friendly. Stop by after the game on Friday night for fun, bring your friends, and make a new tradition. For more info, call 419-219-0007. or visit their website at thecompound.com. Click on Winery Events for all the upcoming fun. Give something new a try. Head out to Harvest Moon for all the fun after the game. Okolona Tavern. Tonight on Tinora Rams Live, high school volleyball. Here with all the action is Michael Sebring.
Michael will be here in a bit. He's run just a little bit late, but for now, you got Keith Brown here on Tinora Rams Live. Welcome to game number 25 of the 2025 Tinora Lady Rams High School Volleyball season. Coming up live here from Defiance High School is the Tinora Lady Rams taking on the Parkway Panthers here in the district finals. Rams are the number 2 seed, while Parkway is the number 3 seed here in the Defiance district. The Rams of Tinora represent the GMC, the Green Metals Conference, while the Parkway Panthers come in from the Mighty Mac, the Midwest Athletic Conference. Welcome to the Signs Excavating pregame show. Signs Excavating can assist with your general excavating services, demolition and emergency repair work from driveways to ditch digging to site prep. Signs Excavating is here to help anybody that needs their help. Signs Excavating team is committed to doing the job right, on schedule, and within your budget. Based in rural Defiance, Signs Excavating serves Northwest Ohio, offering reliable and affordable excavating services for your residential, commercial, and industrial properties. Signs Excavating offers full excavating and trucking services, including stone hauling, trenching, demolition, land clearing, drainage work, and so much more. Signs Excavating is the official pregame sponsor of Tinora Rams Live. For all your excavating needs, get a hold of Josh, 419-769-2290. For your heavy haul trucking needs, get a hold of Mr. Brad, 419-481-3738. Visit them on Facebook or go to signsexcavating.com. This Lady Rams team comes in at 22-2. They are 7-0 while capturing their second straight GMC championship, while the Parkway Panthers come in at 21-3. Parkway finished at 6-3 in the MAC this season behind Coldwater, but more on that in a second. Back on August 19th, which was the second game of the season, Parkway defeated these Lady Rams at Tinora by a score of 3-1. So how did the teams get here? The number 2 seeded Lady Rams defeated Montpelier in the district quarterfinals 3-0. Then Tinora rallied to beat Liberty Center on Tuesday night here at Defiance by a score of 3-1. Parkway, the number 3 seed, defeated Lincoln View in the district quarterfinals 3-1. Then on Tuesdays, Here at Defiance, the Panthers upset the defending 6 champions from last season, the Coldwater Cavaliers, by a set of 3-1. 2025 Lady Rams volleyball stands at 22-2, as we said. Their only losses were to state-ranked Parkway, who was number 5 in the last coaches poll of the season, and to number 7 Patrick Henry. And Patrick Henry was upset here Tuesday, and they lost to GMC foe Fairview. Lady Rams finished at number 6 in the coaches poll. Although 2 All-State players do return, Paige Gamby and Tatum Krebs, most of the Lady Rams roster is very young. Tatum Krebs, 3-year letter winner. She was honorable mention All-State of Ohio last year, first team All-District 7 last year, and she was first team All-GMC 2 straight years. Tatum recorded her 1,000th career kill earlier this season versus Patrick Henry, and Tatum has 494 kills this season along with 90 digs. Another All-Stater, Paige Gamby, 3-year senior letter winner, first team All-Ohio, first team District 7 Player of the Year, GMC Player of the Year last year and this year. And last year she was Player of the Year in volleyball. And Paige enters with 338 kills, 30 digs, and 2 weeks ago she joined the 1,000 career kill club. Junior Ella Schaubin, second team All-GMC, while Ella Schaubin registered 1,000th career assist a few weeks ago versus Ayersville. Schaubin has 818 assists this season, along with 57 serve aces, 174 digs. Sophomore Macy Bainfeld entered tonight with 282 digs. She was honorable mention All-GMC. Also seeing time for the Lady Rams. Senior Jaden Sines, 112 digs. Senior Christina Myers, 75 digs. She has 24 kills. Paul Patel, Riley Baldwin, Brooklyn Bainfeld, 172 digs for Brooklyn. Kelly Wells has 26 kills, and Addison Dominic has 97 kills. The Rams have a 70-11 set advantage this season. Looking at the third-seeded Parkway Panthers, they are led by seniors Britton Bruns, 313 kills, 234 digs, 337 assists. Colby Smith, 107 kills. Bryn Show 11, 82 kills. Emily Temple, 57 serve aces and 420 digs for Temple. Juniors Madeline Stover, we're going to hear the Stover name a lot tonight. Madeline Stover, 137 digs. Naomi Nappi, 232 kills. Cami Langenkamp, 145 kills. She had 45 blocks. Megan Hughes, 32 kills. Sophomore KJ Stover, 160 digs, 465 assists for the sophomore KJ Stover. Freshman Hadley Stover, stop me if you heard that name Stover before. She has 192 digs. Panthers have a 63-16 set advantage this season. Parkway is coached by Jordan Hinkle, assisted by Brandy Burns and Todd Hinkle. JV coach is Amanda Trippett. So JV coach is Amanda Triplett. Superintendent Laura Young. Your high school principal at Parkway is Brian Fortcamp. Your athletic director is Terry Samples. Athletic trainers Addison Lugbill and Caitlin Noonan. Their colors are black and gold. They are from we said earlier, the Mighty Mac, just known as the Mac. We call it the Mighty Mac because they're fantastic at literally everything they do. And they are from the Midwest Athletic Conference. Your Tinora Rams are coached by Greta Haggerty in her 24th season, her 11th season at Tinora, 238 wins, just 41 losses for 85% winning percentage. She's assisted by JV coach Krista Bainfeld, freshman coach Warden Aiden. Superintendent at Northeastern Local Schools is Nicole Wells. Your high school principal Alex Knopfziger. Athletic director doing a fantastic job, Mr. Jake Essett. Rams trainer is Emily Volmar. Scorekeeper, 50 years plus behind that scorebook, and the great Barb Weekers. Lady Rams colors are hunter green and white. They are from the GMC. They have 11 overall GMC titles, so wherever you are and however you may be watching or listening, thanks for tuning in to this evening's contest. Coming up live here from Defiance High School with the Tinora Rams taking on the Parkway Panthers in the district finals. Your game sponsor is Wiener Hill and Weber, attorneys at law. Your broadcast booth sponsor is Cut and Polish Hair and Nail Salon. Here in Defiance, your in-game scoreboard sponsor is brought to you by the Drop Zone Pizzeria in Stryker and in Ayersville. Pre-game show is always brought to you by the Signs Brothers. at signsexcavating.com. Your video sponsor brought to you by Batten Stevens Body Shop in Jewel, Ohio. Your stats brought to you by Mr. Jim Gares and the fantastic crew at BSN Sports. Any block tonight by the Lady Rams is brought to you by Chad Hall and his fantastic crew at Hall Crop Insurance. Timeouts tonight brought to you by Clubhouse Pizza in Ney. Set points brought to you by Oklahoma Tavern. And match points, obviously, will be brought to you by Oklahoma Tavern as well. Post-game show will be brought to you by Mr. Tim Bidlack at Bidlack Insurance and Investments. And your player of the game in a Rams victory is brought to you by Higbee Embroidery and Connie Higbee. Uniforms tonight, Lady Rams going with the all-black uniforms, tops and bottoms, white numbers with the hunter green trim. And Parkway also going with the all-black look with the white numbers and the gold and white lettering. Welcome in, Michael. Another fantastic volleyball match ahead of us tonight, and these two teams met in the second game of the season with the Lady Rams suffering just one of their two losses to Parkway, falling 3-1.
Yeah, happy to be here. Looking forward to another awesome district championship here, run at one of the best facilities, gym-wise and director-wise here at Defiance High School, and Mr. Jerry Beauty always put on a good game or tournament or whatever the occasion is, and two teams I think probably pretty evenly matched here. Tinora is familiar with the MAC schools as they saw one in the regionals last year, and they saw one in the earlier this season as they played Parkway. Very early in the season, I think Tinora still had a lot of growing pains, a lot of young kids that were still learning how to be varsity players, but I'm sure that's probably the same thing on the Parkway side of things. They were probably a very young team that's gotten a lot better since they last played very early in the month of August, I believe. So
yeah, second game of the season.
Yeah, so we'll see how tonight's match plays out. You know, always know you're going to get some high-skilled, very athletic, tough competition when you play any school from the MAC.
And I didn't get to talk to Jake or Josh Bush to see where the winner advances to after this and what day. That was one of my goals tonight, but
I can figure that out for you in about 2 minutes.
That would be great, because for me it was kind of confusing, Michael, but you're the expert at the tournament. So
well, the tournament's changed a lot with 7 divisions, I'll say, but I think I can still figure it out.
And especially the way they have it this year with almost 20, 25 teams in the individual bracket. We're going to pause for our playing of our national anthem.
What a shame that crowd mic didn't kick up till the very end, because this is one of the best national anthems you will hear. I've heard this quartet do this before, and boy, they are good. These four, we'll call them slightly aged gentlemen, do a wonderful job of the a cappella singing barbershop quartet style the national anthem. They are so good. It's too bad the crowd mic didn't kick up to the last second there for some reason.
Actually, Coach Runner would tease us with this, and everybody look around. It was just a recording back in the day. But fantastic job by those individuals. Mr. Josh Bush will have the introduction of our lineups and teams here.
So the regional will once again be at Fostoria.
Okay.
And it will be a matchup of the winner of this game taking on the winner of Buckeye Central and Van Buren, who are both 1 seeds in their district. So Buckeye Central and Van Buren are playing tonight at Shelby High School. The winner of that will take on the winner of this game at Fostoria next week.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Going to hear the name Stover quite a bit tonight for Parkway, if I remember right, Michael.
I love some of the unique spellings, like you see here with their number 1 hitter is number 3, Britton Bruns, and you hear Britton, we say it, and you think it's probably spelled like the country,
right?
But no, it's Brittyn. Unique spelling for Britton.
Very much.
Wow, only 10 on the tournament roster for Coach Haggerty this year. You can have up to 15, and she only chose to bring 10 players along for the tournament run this year. Bit of a surprise. Usually you try to max out that roster and get all the kids all the experience you can. So I miscounted. 11, not 10.
11. Well, thanks for tuning in to us with Keith Brown, Michael Sebring here on this Thursday here at Defiance High School District Finals between Parkway and Tinora. Tinora is a number 2 seed. Well, there's 2 number 2 seeds coming in, and then Parkway is a number 3 seed. Lady Rams are 22-2. Parkway 21-3.
Yeah, I really don't understand the seeding, how this works, because usually you have like a mega district with 20 teams and they split between 2 district sites. And it's almost like they went smaller districts and you have 2 1 seeds, 2 2 seeds, 2 3 seeds playing between like 2 different sites as well. So the seeding has gotten a little haywire since I used to be in the game 6 years ago.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I think they're doing the same thing in basketball this year, if I heard it correctly.
So the number 1 hitter to keep an eye on for Parkway is number 3, who's standing in the left back right now. Her name is Britton Bruns. She leads the team with over 300 kills this year, averaging 4 kills per set. Not near the number that Tatum Krebs has put up, who is averaging over 7 kills per set earlier in the year, and she hits the first one, though, out of bounds.
Added a little scoreboard to our broadcast tonight, Michael, so hopefully everybody enjoys that.
Oh, how about that? Service error by Parkway, point to the Rams. Sophomore libero Macy Bainfeld will come in. Right-hand jump serve. She has a nasty float serve. Good pass, though. Well, wait, Bruns is the setter? I'm confused. They run a 6-2. She must be their best hitter. She tips it over to the back corner, trying to catch Paige Gamby. And she does. It's hard to put a ball somewhere Paige Gamby can't run it down, but she couldn't get to that one. The deep push to the corner. And so they run a 6-2 offense, and their 2 setters are their outside hitters. That's very unusual. Usually the setters play from the right side, but not here. Krebs again goes for the aggressive cut on the cut shot, but too much cut and sends it out of bounds. So number 3 is Bruns, and number 9 is, I guess that's KJ?
KJ, yes.
KJAE is how she spells it. They are the 2 setters in the 6-2 offense. This time Krebs, of all things, she stays down and just hits a roll shot. but it hits off the hands of the Parkway Panthers and down on their side for the kill in the side out. I didn't have time to grab my iPad, so I won't have any stats for anybody tonight. I apologize. I barely made it here for the game.
At least you're here.
We got here.
Your voice is here, Michael, and your eyes.
Schaublin, but tough serve out of system. That'll be an ace for Ella Schaublin. I finally wrestled my iPad back away from my daughters, and then I didn't bring it tonight. I should have brought it this morning, but I didn't think about it. Schaublin, deep float serve, good pass with the hands. Jump set to the middle, blocker attack right at Gamby. Good dig. Schaublin sends it out to Krebs, who stays down again. Good hard down ball, dug with overpass. Opportunity back to Krebs. She's up in the air this time. Pounds the ball off the block, all the way off the Parkway block, off the end line for Tinora into the bleachers.
Back by the student section.
You think Tatum's a little frustrated at those 2 missed hits she had? She took it out on that volleyball.
I think the senior front row there could have caught that if they wanted to.
Schaublin will continue. Rams up 4-3. Another tough serve, out of system ball. Bump set to Bruns. Down the line, in. Gamby hoped that was out. She didn't get over there and make sure, and it was not. Right on the end line. And Britton Bruns, senior setter / outside hitter, gets a kill. The libero for Parkway will serve. Set to Krebs, who's hitting from the middle. She goes with the tip, ran down though. Set to the outside. Bruns roll shot. Schaublin picks that up. Here comes Bainfeld in with the bump set back to Krebs. Krebs on top of that dig. Nice dig by the libero Temple. Out of system ball, pounded deep and out of bounds. 2 Parkway players ran into each other. The dreaded miscommunication where you don't know on a broken play who's going to take that third ball and get it over, and they couldn't decide, and it ends up with a miss hit. Krebs will serve. Nice hard flat serve. Get it up to Bruns though. Nice shot. That's going to be a kill. The diving effort of Macy Bainfeld couldn't keep it in play. And Bruns gets another kill.
Macy was honorable mention this season, Michael, in the GMC.
Districts have not been announced yet, right? Because they wait until the last team's eliminated type thing for the district voting. Now Madeline Stover, a junior DS, will check in and serve. Outside, Gamby in the front row. She gets a kill through the block. Rams keep that 1-point lead, 6-5. I think Parkway won the first matchup 3-1, if I remember right.
Yep, Lady Rams took the first set. Parkway won 3 straight.
Christina Meyer will serve. Dominic checks back in the front row. Net serve, trickles over. That'll be an ace for Christina Meyer. The dreaded waterfall serve, where it hits the tape and just trickles over the net and falls down. It's only dreaded if you're the receiving team, by the way.
Correct.
Christina Meyer again. Wow. Excellent serve. A lot of drop on that. That's a service ace down in front of Stover. Christina Meyer, some tough serving.
That's her 40th ace of the season.
Good pass this time. Parkway and system. They'll go to the middle off the top of the block. Meyer with the dig. Schaublin out to Page. Gamby tip shot is going to score. The right back was there but couldn't control it. Good placement there by Paige Gamby. She is so versatile in her offense. She's got the tip. She's got great control of the roll, the hard cut, and of course the power when she needs it. The ball just makes a different sound when it comes off of Paige Gamby's hand when she hits it hard.
Back-to-back GMC Players of the Year for Paige.
Out of system ball. Bruns rips it though out of system. How did she hit that ball that hard? It came from directly behind her head. She swung at that ball. She had no vision on the net or anything, and she rips it into the backcourt. Jade Sines couldn't handle it.
She had a lot of force behind that.
My goodness. Now she goes to the back row. Good dig out of system ball. Good job by Bruns to get it out to the pin. where it's Colby Smith, who's the other outside, who comes in the front row. They'll go to the back row to Bruns. Her roll shot is picked up by Bainfeld. Schaublin goes to the middle. Dominic gets a kill. Dominic shows a lot of promise as a freshman out of that middle. She's got power when she needs it. If she learns how to cut and avoid the blockers in front of her as she matures and gets older, she's going to be a real force as a middle blocker.
80th kill on the season, Michael. Yeah, Addison, great freshman season.
Bump set to the right side. There's an attack out there by Triplett, dug by Tinora. The tip from Gamby is picked up by Parkway. Roll shot, dug by Tinora. Back to the middle, Dominic again. She goes to the left, overcut this one. That's tough, though. Good defense on the right back by Britton Bruns. She's there. That ball's hit right at her right shoulder, and to be able to fight the urge to just pass that thing and let it go and be out of bounds by about 15 inches, that's takes some real good eye and discipline. Gamby with the roll shot. That'll be a dig. Down for Paige Gamby again, showing the versatility.
Forgot to plug the computer in, Michael. The alert went on. I was like, what the heck's going on?
Thank God the IT guy's here.
I'm sure you've had that happen maybe once or twice.
There's a solo block by Addison Dominic. She went up one-on-one with the middle blocker for Parkway and stuffed it right back down. Rams open up a 5-point lead now, 12-7. First set of the district final here from Defiance High School. Out of system ball. Good attack, though, from the left side. Nice job by Bruns. They make that a very hittable ball for Colby Smith. And she went up and take care of it. So, again, they're running a 6-2 offense. It's Bruns who sets when she's in the back row and then hits from the left side. Now, the other setter is Stover. She only plays back row. When she goes to the front row, it's number 8, Colby Smith, who comes in and hits from the left side for her. There's a nice swing for Dominic from the right side. Impressive cut on that ball. And she sends it down for another kill, and she'll check out after 3 really nice swings. And she'll be going to the back row, and it'll be Bainfeld serving for her. Parkway to the middle, tip over the top, picked up by Schaublin. Brooklyn sets the ball down the line. I think that hit the antenna, though. It did. In fact, it moved it. It's now leaning out.
We're gonna have to fix that.
Yeah, the line judge,
there he goes.
Down ref sees it. Those Velcro strap style of antennas just never stick.
We've had that. I think it happened 3 times on Tuesday versus Liberty Center. They had to adjust it.
Yeah, they never stick. You need to get the old screw-on style.
Those things aren't moving.
If it's the Velcro strap, the only kind that works is when the entire thing from top of the net to the bottom of the net is Velcro, and then if you lock it in there, those don't move. But this one doesn't seem to be that style. And sometimes the Velcro just wears out and gets old. Runs back in the front row now for Parkway. Krebs hitting out the middle. She goes off the block and down on the Parkway side for the kill. Tatum Krebs, honorable mention All-Ohio last year with the offensive numbers she's put up this year, likely to be moving up to a second team at least. It's tough though when you're not a 6 rotation player. They hold that against. There's a service ace for Ella Schaublin. If you only play 3 rotations and you got 6 rotation players all over the place, or liberos that play basically 6 rotations, it makes it tough to get that first team nod. But timeout here called by Parkway, brought to us by Drop Zone Pizzeria.
Clubhouse Pizza.
It's been too long. I can't remember now.
Take a quick break and be back. 15-9. Lady Rams on top here in the first set.
Serving area farmers since 1912. The Jewel Grain Company has 5 locations in Northwest Ohio, including Jewel, Okolona, Ney, Marks Center, and Hicksville. They can offer grain storage and handling, grain marketing, farm supplies, including fertilizer, ag chemicals, and feed. Jewel Grain offers seed sales, soil testing, and can help with your lawn, garden, and pond needs. Reach them at 419-497-2101 or online at jewelgrain.com. Jewel Grain is a sponsor of the Tinora Rams Huddle Cameras. Here comes for Tinora Rams sports action.
Michael Searing, Keith Brown double team in this volleyball match. Back with you. Schaubelin will continue to serve. Rams up by 6 early in this first set. Well, midway through this first set, we'll say. Bruns this time off the block and down just wide. She'll get the kill there. Now the libero, Emery Temple, a senior. A lot of seniors on this Parkway roster. She'll serve. Out of system ball, Callie Wells, a little soft roll shot to the middle of the floor. That'll score. A bit of a miss hit there. Kind of a lucky break for Callie Wells. Couldn't get much on that ball, and she mishit it right to the campfire in the middle of the defense. Parkway earned their way, though, here, Keith, as they knocked off last year's 29-0 undefeated state champion Coldwater from their own conference.
They finished second to Coldwater in the conference, Michael.
I think actually Parkway was 4th.
Were they?
It was New Bremen won the MAC this year. It was St. Henry and Parkway, or St. Henry and Coldwater tied for second. I think New Bremen was 7-1, and Coldwater and St. Henry were tied at 6-2, and then Parkway was 5-3. But they had 21 wins overall, the second best overall record in the conference behind New Bremen. There's the service ace for Parkway. It's Madeline Stover who gets the ace.
44th ace on the season for Madeline. One of 3 Stovers on the Panthers squad.
Good pass this time from Bainfeld. Schaubelin goes out to Gamby. Gamby powers through the block and down. The right back for Parkway celebrated because she thought that was blocked and down on the Tinora side, but it was not. It was between the blocker and the net.
That the Tinora student section, Michael, is making all the ruckus. I assume it is.
It is not.
It is not.
It's this Parkway student section down here in front of us.
Yeah, all right. Maybe that's why.
They have about triple the Tinora student section, which is a little embarrassing considering the distance.
About a 90-minute drive.
Nice dig. Gamby with the roll shot is picked up, though. High bump set out to Bruns. Bruns cross court right in front of the... Oh, he said out.
Hit him right in the shoe top, Michael.
He's standing on the line, and it bounced and hit him in the shins. I think the up official is overturning him, as he should. I think that was in.
Yeah. If that hits his shoe tops where he's standing, that's definitely on the line.
Even Bretta has a bit of a wry smile, because that was right in front of her. She knows, too. That ball bounced and then hit him in the shins. It had to be in, because he's standing on the line.
On the line.
John Sudan would have got that right.
Yes, he would have.
Little free ball here. Good serve. Gets Tinora out of system. Opportunity for Parkway. They go to the middle. Middle splits the block, but that's long. Out of bounds. Side out back to Tinora.
John does a good job at the volleyball matches at home, Michael.
He does okay.
He does.
Yeah. I tell him every time, it's an average job. Above average, John. Above average. He does an excellent job.
He does.
I played a lot of volleyball against John back in our younger days when we could actually move and play volleyball. Saw each other in a lot of sand co-ed volleyball leagues, indoor men's leagues, things like that. John and I played a lot of volleyball.
I'll be darned. I wonder why he knew so much about volleyball. Well, that makes sense.
Yep. Middle. Off the top of the block. Good job by Brooklyn to bat that ball back in play. Then Gamby powers it off the block out of bounds. She gets the tool kill. She'll go back to serve as Tatum Krebs returns to the front row. Gamby gets a Parkway a little bit out of system. Saved back in bounds. Ball tipped. Poked up in the air. Gets Tinora out of system. Free ball opportunity here for Parkway. See where they go. They'll go to the middle of the 4-ball. Kills it in the cross-court shot. Nice swing there out of the middle by number 11, Naomi Napke. She's the number 2 hitter on this team as far as kill goes, but the leader on the squad in attack percentage. She's hitting .306 on the year.
235 kills coming into tonight.
Averaging 3 kills per set. Just a freshman defensive specialist here, Hadley Stover in the game. An attack error by Tinora down on the Ram side. That'll be another point to Parkway. They've got this lead trimmed down to 3 now, 19-16.
Nice attempt by Ella. Looked like she was trying to do a reverse layup in basketball. Yeah. Good attempt.
Krebs is dug. Overpass though, right to Schaubelin. Bainfeld takes ball 2, gives it back to Krebs. She's dug again. Libero for Parkway is having set. Jump ball at the net. Won by Tinora. Comes down to the Parkway side. Unfortunately, Smith unable to pull it back out of the net, and it's going to be a point for Tinora.
On a bad vantage point, Michael, because I thought that Addison might have been over the net there.
Yeah, it was kind of a joust. Looked like the ball was directly over top the tape. Back set to Smith on the right side. She's dug by Gamby. Schaublin bumps that up. Krebs, cross court, dug again. They'll go to the middle. Jam shot to the corner is going to score. The ball's a little bit behind you. It's a little bit out of your reach to really swing at. You just go what they call a jam shot. Get your hands and kind of toss it. You got to be careful not to have too long a contact on there. They'll call you for a lift. That was well done and executed by the middle there, Napke. And that gets the best hitter for Parkway, Bruns, back in the front row in this rotation. As they trail by 3. Krebs out of the middle again. Down the line. The line judge had no call. He didn't signal either way. Usually in or out, right, Keith?
He's staying in there like a statue.
If you don't see it, I mean, sometimes it happens, but then you give like an X sign across your chest, like I didn't see it.
I also
but he didn't do anything.
Tapped it off her fingertips in the back row, but apparently she didn't.
Timeout called by Coach Bretta Haggerty. We'll take this one with them. Be right back.
Stark Brothers Advertising in Defiance is here to help you grow your business. If you are a business, new or old, looking to improve your customer reach, Stark Brothers Advertising is here to help you and to get your name to stand out from the others. Contact Brian Stark at Stark Brothers Advertising for more information at 419-438-2063. Stark Brothers Advertising, a proud sponsor of the Tinora Rams. Science Excavating of Defiance, Ohio offers a variety of excavating and trucking services. Science Excavating has a full offering of excavation and trucking services, including stone hauling, trenching, demolition, land clearing, and drainage work. Science Trucking Service can also assist in any heavy-duty equipment hauling needs. Located at 2147 State Route 66 North. Science Excavating has been family-owned and operated since 1999. Contact them online at scienceexcavating.com or on Science Excavating on Facebook. Brad and Josh at Science Excavating say, "Let's go, Rams!"
Back here at Defiance High School, Parkway within 2. It's 20-18 as the up official had to make a call. The line judge didn't do it. He called it out of bounds. There's a service ace for Parkway. Macy Bainfeld unable to get over there and get it underneath that ball to make a good pass out of it. That ball had a lot of float and drop to it off the right hand of the other setter. And the third Stover, KJ Stover, just a sophomore. Another serve. Gamby takes this ball. Schaublin high bumps that cross court to Krebs. Her roll shot is dug. Nice job keeping that off the floor by the freshman Stover. They'll go back out to Krebs again. She's blocked, covered by Paige Gamby. Schaublin back to Krebs. Krebs this time off the block, out of bounds. Good job that time. Krebs put a little extra heat on it and moved it away from the hands of the right side blocker, who's the one you want to avoid because they're set right in front of you. They don't have to move. You want to try to hit the gap between the right side and the middle who's coming out to get you.
That stopped a 6-1 run by Parkway.
Good serve from Schaublin. Good, excellent pass there from the libero to keep it off the floor. Down ball dug by Gamby. Schaublin out to Krebs. That block off the block, out of bounds. That's the thing if you're Parkway. You know most of the time, and it's definitely in crunch time, exactly where the ball is going to go. It's going to go to Tatum Krebs or Paige Gamby on the outside. So they should be able to load their block up, but if you're hitting the ball hard off the arms, it's really hard to control it. And that time Krebs tooled it off the block out of bounds. Service ace. That's the second waterfall ace for the Rams. I tell you what, the games I've done, they live dangerously on that tape with the serves all year. Forcing a timeout by Parkway. Rams back up by 4, 23-19. We'll be right back with a wrap-up of this first set after this.
Your trusted pool and spa specialists in Northwest Ohio are Defiance Water Recreation. They are your all-in-one destination for pools, spas, and water care solutions in the region. With over 44 years of experience, they offer top-quality in-ground pool installations, expert maintenance services, and a full selection of pool and spa supplies to keep your water crystal clear all year long. They offer custom in-ground pools, above-ground pools, hot tubs, and spas, along with complimentary professional water testing to ensure a cleaner, healthier pool and spa. Located at 1495 Ralston Avenue, Defiance. Stop by and see Brent and Julie Sines and their excellent team. For more information, give them a call, 419-782-2618. Defiance Water Recreation says, "Let's go Rams!" Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
Ella Schaublin, the junior setter who reached her 1,000th assist earlier in the season, will serve. Rams up 23-19. First set of the district finals. Long service error. There's a coach point for the head coach, Jordan Henkel of Parkway. If you call a timeout and they miss a serve, the coach gets that point in the stats. It officially goes to the coach. It should.
I'll be darned.
It should. It doesn't, but it should. I always counted it when I was coaching.
There you go.
Krebs on the outside, through the block and down. We have set point on the board. A set point brought to us by the Okolona Tavern, if I remember right.
Correct.
It's hard to keep all my WZOMs point sponsors separate from my
I love
TRLs.
Yes.
I have the CEO here getting mad at me, though. Krebs will serve for the set. Good pass. High bump set across to Brunn. She hits it in the net. Tinora takes the first set of the district championship over Parkway, 25-20. Much as they did in the first matchup, now we'll see what happens from the second set on. Will Parkway make the adjustments? Will Tinora make the adjustments? That's the thing. Tinora doesn't have a lot of adjustments to make this year when it comes to their offense. You know where the lion's share of the sets are going to go, but the hitters are good enough, and a lot of times in volleyball, good offense will beat good defense, unlike other sports.
Correct.
So we'll see how it goes. Set number 1 goes to the Rams. We'll be right back after this on Tinora Rams Live.
Looking to buy or sell property in Ohio or Michigan? Then you need to talk to Kenton McQuillan from Mossy Oak Properties at Bauer Realty and Auctions. Kenton grew up right here in the Black Swamp region, giving him an unparalleled understanding of Northwest and Central Ohio. Kenton is licensed in both Ohio and Michigan, so you can trust that he has you covered. Whether it's ranch land, prime farmland, timberland, or that perfect residential property, Kenton McQuillan is ready to help you find exactly what you're looking for. He's passionate about connecting people with the perfect property. Don't wait. Give Kenton McQuillan a call today at 419-576-2978. That's 419-576-2978. And Kenton says to all the Rams out there, go Rams!
The At Stevens Body Shop is your #1 voted auto collision repair facility in Northwest Ohio. We have recently built a brand new, state-of-the-art 20,000 square foot body shop along with a 2,500 square foot addition to our paint shop. This includes a brand new, eco-friendly paint booth that is top of the line. At At Stevens, we use the latest and newest technology the industry has to offer. We are your experts on all makes and models of vehicles and are the only Chrysler, Ford, and GM certified collision repair facility in Northwest Ohio. Give us a call today at 419-497-3111 to schedule your free estimate or stop by and visit us in downtown Jewell, Ohio. At Stevens Body Shop would like to wish all teams good luck this season.
Ensign's Pub in Defiance is renowned for its delicious hot beef sandwich and the hot beef challenge. The pub offers weekday specials and icy cold drinks. Guests can enjoy Flat Top Tuesdays, Manhattan Thursdays, Fried Bologna Fridays, Chili Dog Saturdays, and many other specials. Happy hour runs daily from 4 to 7 p.m. Located at 611 Ottawa Avenue, Ensign's Pub provides excellent food and a lively atmosphere. Call 419-785-4642 or visit their Facebook page for more details. The pub is closed on Sundays and Mondays. Brendan Ensign and his family staff also broadcast Tinora Rams games on TV. So stop by before or after the game to enjoy the best hot beef sandwiches around. Ensign's Pub, a proud sponsor of Tinora Rams Live.
A heartfelt thanks to the Ram families of Laura Kepi, a dedicated lifelong supporter of the Tinora Rams.
Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
I like the countdown here, Michael. I can time our commercials a little better.
You can actually see the clock.
Absolutely. They do a fantastic job here. Coach Beauty and the crew, as you said at the start, A++ every time we come here.
Although I am super thirsty, so if anybody listening in the gym would like to bring me a water, I will pay you for what I could
Coach
get.
Beauty just snuck in. Now he's sneaking back
Yeah,
out.
Coach Beauty, I need a water.
Anybody down there listening?
I have a big cup of water in my truck, but I drank that entire thing. It's gone today, so now I'm talking a lot about as much as I have all day.
Somebody here usually listens.
Yeah.
So run and give Michael a bottle of water.
I'll give you $1 tip when you get here.
$1 tip even. Check that out.
All right, here we go. Set number 2 is going to start with an attack air from Parkway. Tough serving Rams. That's one thing that Tinora under Coach Haggerty, especially from what I've seen in the last 5 years,
Very tough serving team, and they get the other team out of system a lot. If they're not in system, that just at this level of volleyball, it's really hard to be very good out of system. Of course, being in system means you're passing the ball up close to the net to your setter, where she has an option to set any one of her hitters. And if you're out of system, the ball is somewhere way off the net, and you're just kind of throwing it up in the air and either getting a down ball, roll shot, or a free ball or a tip. Not a hard-driven attack. So here, Parkway is in system. They're going to go to the middle, and she's going to hammer it off of Macy Bankfeld. What a swing out of the middle. My goodness. That was number 11 again. That's Napke, and she just unloaded on that middle attack. They don't run a lot of their middles in the middle. They do that about 32 zone, kind of between the outside and the middle. Makes the middle blocker move around and keep an eye on where they are. There's a throwdown tip for Dominic again. She kind of aggressively threw that ball to the left, and it scores just as well as a swing does most of the time. Those are the ones they've really gotten tighter on in the NCAA when I watch volleyball. Those throwdown tips, they'll call a lot of those for lifts. They don't let them get away with as much as they used to. There's another attack error from Parkway. That one goes long, and the Rams jump on top again in set 2 early here, 4-1. Another out-of-system ball. Long run results in a free ball. Gamby, Schaublin goes out to Krebs. Krebs off the block, high again, all the way into the second row of the bleachers. She's pounding these balls off those blockers' hands. They've got to get up there a little sooner. That's the thing as a blocker. If you're up in the air and vertical, you're not a good blocker. You need to have your hands tilted forward. So when they pound that ball into you, it goes down like that off the block, as Tinora just did, instead of going up in the air. And a nice stuff block on the right side brought to us by Hall Crop Insurance. Ella Schaublin combines with Christina Meyer, and they return it to the floor on the Parkway side. Tight pass, tip down. I don't know if Krebs or Meyer got that, but one of them did. Ball was on top of the tape, and they tipped it down 7-1. Boy, you hate to let this get much farther out. Coach Henkel looking at his staff, probably asking, should I call a timeout already? Short serve from Bainfeld. Good pass. They're going to go to the middle again. She's blocked on the double block. Covered by Parkway. Pick it back up outside to Brunn. She'll get through the block and down on the Tinora side. Much needed side out there after your Parkway. As this second starting to get out of hand. They got down by as many as 6 or 7 in the last set and were able to battle back and cut it to 2. Very early here in set 2. Rams won the first set. Service ace again. Boy, that libero, Emery Temple, has got a wicked float serve, and that one floated. That drop in the bottom, when it gets over the net and just goes straight to the ground, it's almost always going to result in an ace. There's back-to-back aces. She's unable to get it down to the ground, but Paige Gamby couldn't get her platform on it and shoots it backwards. Another back-to-back ace.
Looking back at the scoring, Michael, in the first match, it's almost a carbon copy so far of how the first match went. Rams jumped out to a big second set lead. Parkway called a timeout, and after that timeout, it was all Parkway.
That's going to be a tip that goes outside the net. That was Brunn's just trying to deflect the ball over on a broken play. She can't get it inside the antenna, so another ball handling error. Ella Schaublin will serve for the Rams, up 8-4. Wasn't sure if he blew the whistle or not. Double check, he did. Hey, maybe a service ace it is. Schaublin gets the ace. Temple was unable to chase that ball down as it was shanked backwards out of bounds.
We'll see what Coach Hinkle wants to do, but we're about at the same point we were in that Game 2 match. Rams up 1-0 and leading almost 10-4, I think, of what it was before he called a timeout in the second game in a previous match.
There's a kill for Bruns as, again, you see Ella Schaublin on the serve. Her serve flips the tape. It's uncanny how often Tinora hits the tape and the ball still goes over.
Probably 25%, 20 for sure.
It's got to be. It's got to be. They live on the tape. Seems like Schaublin and Christina Meyer in particular. Paige Gamby, though, too, hits the tape a lot.
Stover serving about 95% here.
So not a power server, more of a consistent server. Tinora out of system, gives a free ball to Parkway. They're going to go to the middle That ball is down, picked up. No, can't be picked up. Meyer tried to, but couldn't control it. So that'll be a kill for the other middle blocker for Parkway, Cammie Langenkamp. Anybody bringing me a water wants to bring me one of those giant bags of popcorn, I wouldn't be mad at that either. I love the giant bags of popcorn here at Defiance.
Those are great.
Krebs is blocked. No. Oh my. Up official says that ball wasn't touched by the block. It hit all net and came back to Tatum Krebs. I thought that was clearly blocked, but he's probably got a better view than I do. But
A little bit closer.
I got the height on him up here. Krebs takes the second ball, gives it to Wells. Her shack is long, and just like that, Keith, from 7 to 1, it is now 9 to 8. Parkway down by just 1. A little quick math in my head. I think that's a 7 to 2 run.
Yeah, Mr. Penner math.
He'd be really proud of me for that. There, Krebs ends the run, and she gets a side out as she knocks that ball off the block out of bounds. You know, Mr. Penner gave me the outstanding math student of the year when I was in the 8th grade. That was one of my proudest educational moments. He announced me as the outstanding math student my 8th grade year.
Mr. Penner.
8th grade graduation. Nice dig by Krebs. Chauvelin out to Gamby. Gamby powers in the cross court. Good dig again by the libero for Parkway. That shot down the middle. They say off the touch, and indeed, this official on this side sees the touch. And that's going to be a point for Parkway. I think they're right. I think that ball changed trajectory and went up higher off the block there. I love when they got the tournament like this and they got the volleyball, the rotating volleyball system going like you see at college volleyball. Every play you get a new ball in. Gamby on the outside. Too much cut wide, out of bounds, and we are all tied up at 10 apiece here in set number 2. You know, Parkway is not just going to roll over and die, that's for sure.
Nope.
Bruns continues to serve. Tough serve, out of system ball. Gamby free balls it over. They'll get the ball back to Bruns' back row attack. Dug by Signs. Bainfeld pops it up to Gamby. Her tip over the net, down on the Parkway side. Paige Gamby struggled mightily in some matches I had earlier this year when she was trying to do that really aggressive 4-to-4 cut. She just wasn't getting enough height on the ball, and it kept on hitting the tape and going down on the Ram side. That time she didn't try to do the big cut. She just put it in the middle of the floor. Christina Meyer had a couple aces last set, trying to live in the tape again. That one just barely too low, got rejected, but you know it's not a bad serve because it hits the tape and goes up in the air and backwards. Yes. So that was about a half inch from being another crawl over the net ace. Tinora out of system. Chauvelin lobs it over to Gamby. Her roll shot is dug by Brunn. Somebody's got to take the second ball. They do at the last minute, but results in a free ball from Parkway. Opportunity for the Rams. Going to go to Dominic in the middle. She gets the back corner. Blocker was in the net for Parkway anyway. So that's going to be another kill for Addison Dominic. She's got to be closing in on a season high for kills in one match already.
I would think.
I don't think any match I did, anybody had more than, besides Gamby and Krebs, had more than 3.
Coming in, she had 79. That's probably like her 6th already, I would say.
Attack out of the middle off the net. Good dig by Signs in the diving effort. Going to be a free ball from Tinora, though. Parkway with the transition. Shoot the ball outside. Cross court shot is dug. Smith couldn't get enough on that ball. Now Gamby. Cross court is dug again by Parkway. This one out of the middle off the block. Bainfeld has it. They go back to Dominic in the middle. She goes down to the corner and gets another kill. Addison Dominic. I feel like that's probably 5 or 6 at this point, maybe 5. Yeah. I feel like she might have had 3 in the first set. They felt like a lot because they were all bunched together.
She's playing very well.
She is. She's very efficient. I think she's only touched it like 7 times and got 5 kills. Good swing cross court. Excellent dig there from Bainfeld. Set out to Gamby. Gamby goes down the middle long, out of bounds, but we got a blocker in the net for Parkway. So that's going to be a blocking error. They say it was 11, the middle blocker who was in the net.
2-point swing.
That's huge. Another serve that grazes the tape and goes over for Tinora. Middle attack is down this time for Napke. Makes up for being in the net last point by getting a kill there in the side out for Parkway. So when your setters play outside, now you see every time your middles switch, you have to have a double sub because you got a defensive specialist playing back row for both middles. Rarely you see a middle that plays all the way around. So then you have a double sub when your middles switch, and that's what Parkway just did. And Dominic again. Not a lot of power on that, but she hit the seam in the block and deflects off an arm and down for yet another kill.
Michael, I think this year we only gave away 3 different player of the games. Ella Schablin was the only oddball. Everybody else was the 2 All-Staters.
Nice dig, but out of bounds. Another kill out of the middle. Naomi Napke, just a junior in the middle. She's got a heavy arm out of that middle. She puts some pace on the ball. Now the other setter, KJ Stover, checks in. That means that Britton Bruns will be in the front row. The lead attacker for the Panthers. They go back to down. Feed the hot hand. Why not? She gets another kill on her way out of the game. That's got to be 7 now. I really wish I'd have kept stats.
Yeah.
I could have done it on paper.
Unexpected tonight for her to play. I mean, she's played well all season.
Yeah, but she's unstoppable tonight. Everything she's hit has been a kill except for like 2. Out to Krebs. Krebs through the block and down. Rams up by 4 now, 17-13 in this second set. Looking to advance to the regional for the second consecutive year. Bainfeld serve in the net and down. Again, trying to live on the tape. This time the tape's got him a couple times. Emery Temple, the libero for Parkway, will serve. Jump float serve. Good job by Gamby moving over to get it. Set up by Bainfeld, out of system. Roll shot is picked up. Bruns, her roll shot goes right to Paige Gamby. Schaublin back out to Krebs again. Krebs more power this time. Finds a seam in the back row and gets it down to the floor. That's going to force a timeout called by Jordan Hinkle. Does not like what he sees. He placed his clipboard on the ground with a little extra force before he called that timeout. We'll take it with him. Be right back after this.
Marco's Pizza in Defiance offers authentic Italian pizza made with fresh ingredients and bold flavors. Marco's prepares their pizza using dough made daily with a special 3-cheese blend and their original sauce recipe. Pizza bowls, salads, wings, bread, desserts, and catering services are also available from Marco's Pizza in Defiance. Check out their hot deal special online, located at 900 North Clinton Street in Defiance. Give them a call, 419-784-1555. Order online at marcos.com. Marco's Pizza, a proud sponsor of the Tinora Rams.
Northwest Ohio Sports is the place for sports rankings, news, scores, podcasts, and more for area athletics. Check them out at Northwest Ohio Sports on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Here comes more Tinora Rams sports action.
My God, somebody is listening. We got popcorns and waters delivered. I didn't get a chance to tip him.
He just made Michael's day.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry, I don't even know his name. That's embarrassing to me, but I'm terrible at names.
Thank you, sir.
2 popcorns and 2 waters delivered. Thank you very much. Service ace for Tinora out of the timeout. No coach point this time. Ella Schaublin. So if you hear any munching going on, it's definitely not me eating popcorn in the next hour or so.
I'll take over play-by-play, Michael, but it's not even close to what you do.
Well, you didn't coach the sport for 20 years, Keith.
No.
Or play it for 20 years
not
before that.
I lost track of where he went and sat. I was trying to track him, then I looked down to keep track of the score here.
Service error after the ace, so what she taketh, she giveth away, and now it's a 19-15, 4-point lead for the Rams. Stover, one of the Stovers serving. Krebs on the outside, off the block, into the scorer's table again. Another kill for Tatum Krebs.
Rams with that 7-1 lead. Parkway came back to tie it at 10. And it's been all Tinora since. 5-point advantage for the Rams.
Tight pass, overpass, attacked by Meyer. Boy, you're all by yourself up there on the net on that yummy but you're overthinking. Is there going to be a blocker in front of me? So you try to overcut it and do too much.
Just snap like she jumped a little awkwardly, and everything just looked out of sync on her swing.
It's a real skill to hit those overpasses, especially when they're real high. I trained my middles to do it a lot, and we always had middles that were excellent at it. And it's one of the most exciting plays in volleyball is you take an overpass and just destroy it down to the floor. That's why we called them yummies, because they were delicious. Attack area there for Parkway. And Rams are into the red zone first here. Once you get over 20 points, volleyball, they call that the reversion of the red zone. So always has to do with the 20, right? Inside the 20, over 20 points. There you go.
There he is. He came out. He's sitting right in the front row.
And he's listening, so he knows we don't know his name is. It makes it worse.
Sent down there by Mr. Jerry Latta. Speaking of fantastic photography, Jerry Latta does a fantastic job.
We got Jerry Latta and Sarah Harris in the house tonight.
Battle of the photography gurus tonight.
There's going to be 1,000 excellent pictures taken tonight.
Slight edge, Jerry Latta.
Yeah, a little more experience probably. There's a kill from the right side for Parkway as Savada Triplet gets her first kill of the match on a tool shot. Parkway to just a 3, and Coach Haggerty is going to take a timeout. Brought to us by Clubhouse Pizza in Nay. We'll take timeout with them. Be right back after this. I'm going to eat some popcorn here on 105.7. Jesus. Tinora Rams Live.
Maumee Valley Title Agency of Defiance has been providing seamless and transparent real estate closings in Northwest Ohio for 27 years. From contract to closing, their experienced team of attorneys and title agents work with lenders, businesses, and individuals to meet their real estate needs. Call the office at 419-782-3334, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., or visit them online at MaumeeTitle.com. Maumee Valley Title Agency of Defiance wishes all the Tinora Rams athletes the best this season. Tinora Athletic Director Jake Essig and his family, wife Samantha, and son Milo wish the best to Tinora student athletes this season. Here comes more Tinora Rams sports action.
Got a couple bites of popcorn in, Michael.
Definitely not eating popcorn. Don't mind me.
Thank you to that gentleman down there in the front row for supplying the fantastic popcorn, and the Michael's about got his done already, so he made it a second. No,
I was thirsty.
Just kidding.
Out of the timeout. Parkway with the serve. Ganby on the left side is blocked. Picks up her own coverage. Dominic gets the second ball in the air. Free ball, though, for Parkway. Let's see where they go. They'll go to the middle. Hard swing, cut to the left. Yet another kill for Naomi Napke. The old English student in me was looking at the top hitters for Parkway, and I'm like, what? The alliteration. We got Britton Bruns, and we got Naomi Napke.
Randy Dominic. Thank you,
well,
Randy.
I've been praising his daughter all night long.
Yes.
Good thing we didn't ask for a bag of popcorn for every kill she had.
Yeah.
You'd have been having an armload on the way up here.
Thank you, Randy.
The lead, by the way, is down to just 1 again. Ganby from the left side. Popped up in the air. Long run. Can't get there. Good effort, but that's going to be a big kill for Paige Ganby to end the run and get the side out. Push the lead back to 2. It's 22-20. Rams 3 points away from taking a stranglehold here on this match. It'll be the serving specialist, Riley Baldwin. And she's going to get an ace.
Wow.
She serves it right at the head of Savada Triplet, who didn't know how to handle it. She threw her hands in it and it did not go well. And that's going to force a second and final timeout by Jordan Henkel. We'll take this with them. Be right back with the conclusion of set 2 after this on Tinora Rams Live.
The Tinora Rams Athletic Boosters is a proud sponsor of Tinora Sports and Tinora Rams Live. The Athletic Boosters is a nonprofit organization that supports Tinora athletes, coaches, and athletic facilities. The Boosters' support is shown in many ways, including volunteering time, raising money, and contributing funds to better enhance the team or the organization's performance. Yearly and lifetime memberships are available. Visit them on Facebook at Tinora Athletic Boosters. Okolona Tavern, located in downtown Okolona, is the home of the famous Okie Tavern wings. Stop in after the game to get some delicious wings, burgers, fries, onion rings, and enjoy an ice cold beverage while talking about the game. Hours of operation are Tuesday to Sunday, opening at 4 p.m. Check out the Okolona Tavern on Facebook for a menu before you head out. Mexican food specials every Thursday and Sunday. The Okolona Tavern, a proud supporter of the Tinora Rams.
Back at Defiance High School, we're in the middle of this rally. It's a good one. Right side swing from Parkway, dug by Signs. Schalblin out to Gamby, the tip shot. Parkway is there. Bruns goes back to the middle. That tip picked up by Paige Gamby. Schalblin goes to the middle. Dominic, the hottest hitter of the night, is blocked. One-on-one. That time Naomi Napke got on her right hand and rejected that. Brought to you by Hall Crop Insurance. That was reversed in the last set. I believe it was Napke that went up, and it was Dominic who got the better of her in the one-on-one. This time, Napke returns the favor, and now it's 23-21. Parkway still down by 2. A 2-point lead is still somewhat comfortable when you're both in the red zone here for Tinora. Ball out of system, though. Good bump set. Gamby able to get a roll shot on it. They'll go back to the middle, and the Napke tip. Gamby is there. Schalblin right to Gamby, not much of a run up. She's blocked again. That's tough because she didn't have an opportunity to transition. That's what's so tough when you're only setting your outside so much. She had to step into the middle of the floor and pick up that tip, and then she didn't have time to run all the way out and transition and have much of an approach. She basically just did a little hop step, and they had a big double block in front of her, and they get another crucial point to make it a 1-point set. We got a final timeout of this set. Both teams have burned both, so we'll have definitely the end of set 2 after this on Tinora Rams Live.
Hey you! Are you tired of staring at the same dingy colors at your home or business? Prosperity Painting is here to help change that. Prosperity Painting is a local painting contractor specializing in interior and exterior painting for residential and commercial homes and buildings. No job is too big. No job is too small for Prosperity Painting. Everything from painting, staining, epoxy floors, and wallpaper removal. Prosperity Painting is here to brighten up your life. They will make your old look new again. Check out Prosperity Painting and its amazing portfolio of work on their Facebook page. And be sure to give Mike a call for a quote at 419-789-0939. Prosperity Painting says, Go Rams! Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
All right, here we go. Both teams are out of timeouts. 23-22. Tinora on top. We're going to play until someone wins this set with no more stoppages. Tough pass. That's going to be an ace for the freshman. Hadley Stover dials up the ace. It was a nice high pass by Brooklyn Bainfeld, but it's to an area of the court where no one's at because the setter's coming from the right. The left side hitter's backing up to hit that left front spot. There's never anybody there. You cannot pass to that zone. 23-23. Gamby off the block, out of bounds. Kill for Paige Gamby, and the Rams have set point again. Brought to us by the Okolona Tavern. Brad and Julie Wilkerson. Paige Gamby will go back to serve. Krebs back in the front row. Expect this ball to go to the middle. Bruns indeed goes to the middle. That ball's ripped off the hands of Bainfeld. Another kill for Napke. When Bruns is setting, the number one option in the front row for Parkway is going to be the middle and Napke. Now Bruns is back in the front row. You got Bruns and Napke both available. 24-24. Out to Krebs. Krebs through the block and down. It's a battle of big swings. Dominic checks out. It'll be Bainfeld going back to serve as Christina Meyer returns to the front row. Macy Bainfeld, sophomore libero. Too much on that serve. Big service error, ties it at 25 again. Everybody's going to get some free volleyball now, 25-25.
Great atmosphere here tonight.
Now the other libero. Tempo hits the net, creeps over. Schalblin is standing right there. Break for the Rams. Set out to Krebs. She's dug, but it's tipped over. That could have been called a double, but it wasn't. Krebs this time off the block and down, out of bounds. Point to the Rams. That should have been their point anyway. That second ball sent over. That's the one time you can still call the double contact, and that was a double. The official missed it. They're just so used to not calling them, I think, anymore. They let that one go. Set point again for the Rams. Schalblin with the serve. Great pass by the freshman Temple. Set outside to Bruns. Bruns cross court, dug by Krebs. Schalblin gives it back to Krebs. Her roll shot is going to score. And Tinora takes set number 2. 27-25. I talked with Tatum Krebs earlier in the year about how she had been developing that roll shot because she was always all power or tip. All power or tip. She didn't really have the roll shot part, which made Paige Gamby's offense explode to the next level. She had been working on that throughout the year, and she broke it out in the biggest moment of the season here, the set point on the line in set 2 to win and take a 2-0 lead in the district finals against the Parkway Panthers. So we will take a break, catch our breath, and come back with the start of set number 3 right after this on Tinora Rams Live.
Schlegel Family Farms is a proud supporter of the Tinora Rams. Tinora alums, the Schlegels, old number 56 Chris Schlegel, Becca, Kennedy, Ian, and Lucas say, "Go Rams!" BSN Sports, the recognized leader in team athletic gear. BSN forms partnerships with educators, coaches, and students to build school pride, student engagement, and community spirit. Our partnerships give you access to the most brand names in the industry with all of the hottest products at the best prices. From Nike to Wilson to Under Armour, we can customize any team needs. Since 1972, BSN Sports has brought you the brands that make you untouchable on the field, the court, or anywhere else you play your sport. Contact BSN local sports rep Jim Garris for any of your sports needs at 419-576-8940. Hey, local athletes and sports fans. Whether you're on the field, hitting the gym, or cheering from the stands, your body works hard and deserves the best recovery. With over 2 decades helping area athletes perform at their best, Carrie Radzik and her team at Defiance Therapeutic Massage and Wellness Center are now offering new services to support the whole community in living healthier and more balanced lives. These exciting new services include the Halo Sauna, which combines dry salt therapy with medical-grade infrared heat for deep muscle recovery and reduced inflammation. Salt Room Halotherapy, where you can clear your lungs and airways, improve skin conditions, and boost the immune system. Medical-grade red light therapy, which helps to accelerate tissue repair and promote cellular healing. Foot Detox and Mineral Foot Detox, where you can release toxins and restore balance after a stressful week or workout. Each therapy can stand on its own or be combined to create a personalized recovery experience that meets you right where you are. Are you ready to de-stress and live well? Visit DefianceTherapeutic.com or call Carrie Radzik at 419-784-0101 to book your appointment today. Carrie Radzik and her team are proud to support local athletes and wish the Rams all the best. Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
Got that extra long ad in there for you, Michael, so you could give some extra corn in that mouth there.
It wasn't quite enough time. I still got a mouthful.
Third set coming up here. Lady Rams with a 2-0 set advantage. First set 25-20. Second set classic 27-25 Rams. So set 3 coming up, and Michael Sebring.
Now, let's show how much you pay attention. If Parkway is able to come back and win the final 3 sets of this match, what do we call that?
That's a reverse sweep.
That a boy, you have been watching the broadcast. Parkway hoping for the reverse sweep here, where you drop the first 2 and then come back and win the final 3. Rams looking to take any one of the next 3 sets. I'm sure that most like to take the next one and not give Parkway any momentum.
Take you back to your day at Patrick Henry, Michael, when the Lady Rams were up 2-0 and you got out of there about 11 p.m.
Oh, my God. Krebs tips it over, picked up by Parkway. Out of system, though, is going to result in a down ball from the back row from the libero. Krebs with the dig. Schaublen gives it back to her. Her swing this time bounces off the tape, creeps over and drops just inside the end line, way up in front of the 10-foot line. No chance to defend that shot. And Tinora, as they've done all night, takes the lead. I don't think they've trailed at all. They've been tied, but they've not yet trailed, have they?
They have not.
There's a big rip out of the middle. Again for Napke. Ties it again at 1-1. Parkway looking to take their first lead of the night here with their serve. It'll be the other setter in the 6-2, KJ Stover. Spelled K-J-A-E. Another unique spelling. They can't take the lead as Krebs hammers that ball through the block, and Tinora takes another 2-1 lead. Trying to look on the Twitterverse for maybe a Van Buren Twitter page to see if we can get an update on that district final, but I couldn't find anything as Ella Schaublin misses her serve for the service error.
Oh, I have very good service in here, Michael, so
I'm doing all right service-wise. I just can't find anything Van Buren sports-wise. Krebs on the outside is going to get a kill. Stover tried to dig it, but couldn't control it. Another point to Tinora. And they maintain their streak of never trailing.
you took the words from my mouth. I looked down on my score sheet. I was like, Parkway's not ever had the lead.
Service error. They keep tying it. They just can't get over it.
Well, I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight, Michael. We got over 270 viewers right now here on Tinora Rams Live.
Gamby is dug in the cross court. Oh, that was probably going to be out of bounds, but Gamby played it anyway. The back set to Wells. Callie Wells gets a rip from the right side, and she scores. I think I'm getting yelled at. Andrea. Look here, Andrea. We are in control of where they put us. She's asking about the angle of the shot for this show.
Yeah, we don't have any
We don't control where they put us. We're in the corner, all right? They don't ever put us on the ends because that's where the schools have their huddle cameras. So it's always a corner shot.
Yep.
That tip from Gamby goes off the block but lands out of bounds. That'll be another point to Tinora, and they open up now a 2-point lead.
But we appreciate Andrea watching.
I don't. Turn it off, Andrea. If you're going to complain, we don't want you. I coached that young lady when she was a junior high basketball player. How about that?
That's funny.
And she still calls me coach to this day.
Awesome. That's even better.
How about that? She's not a young lady anymore either. I coached that old hag when she was a junior high basketball player. Busted play here. Opportunity for Tinora. Gamby mishits that one. You could tell that one just got mostly fingers, and she overcuts it out of bounds, and it's now a 1-point lead, 5-4.
Just by a couple inches.
Andrea's laughing at me now. Back set is a little tight on top of the net. Picked over. Nice hustle by Jade Signs. Keeping out the floor. Tinora still in the play, but there's another kill on the right side. Boy, Savata Triplett has only got a couple of swings, but she's cashed both of them in, I think, from that right side.
Parkway's not going to go away quietly.
We're tied at 5-5. Parkway looking for their first lead, and they have it on the service ace. Parkway takes their first lead of the night. They didn't lead at all in the first two sets. Now they have a 6-5 lead on the service ace from their top player, Britton Bruns.
Parkway actually finished number 5 in the coaches poll, Michael.
How many MAC schools were in the top 5? Had to be at least 3. I'm sure St. Henry and Minster
had to be there as well.
Well, I'm sure St. Henry and New Bremen were up there. Wow. Division 6 is kind of loaded at the top with the MAC schools and the Rams. Service error ties it back up at 6. The Parkway lead was short-lived as that ball never got over the net. That's an attack error, and Tinora takes the lead back just like that, 7-6. Service error for the Rams. That's right, Andrea. Careful when you come for the king.
We always like viewer engagement.
We do. I love it. I always have the chat on when I have this broadcast on. Nope. This year nobody chatted me because I didn't do trivia, so no one would interact with me, but it was always open. Dominic again gets another kill off the top of the block. Parkway not able to scramble over. They got one touch on the ball but could not control it, so another kill for Addison Dominic. I called her Addie a lot. I hope she goes by that. Maybe Dad will give me a thumbs up over there if I can call her Addie Dominic. Do I have to say Addison all the time? I don't know. Just call her AD. Works for Anthony Davis.
That's a nice nickname.
Stack play out of the back row. Gamby is blocked, though. She picks up her own coverage from the ground. Free ball from Tinora. Set to the middle. The tip right at Bainfeld was there waiting on a setter dump from Schablin. Picked up by Parkway. Outside swing is down. Good
Gamby.
diving effort off the floor. Gamby again with one hand. Krebs' down ball is dug. Back set to the right side through. Dug by Gamby. Bump set up to Krebs. Krebs with a tip over the block. Over the net.
Wow.
Nice diving effort. There's still 3 Panthers on the floor. And the block of Dominic is going to score. What a save there by Naomi Napke. There was literally still 2 Parkway players on the ground trying to get up from being piled on top of each other. And if she doesn't block that, there's no way they have enough defense to dig that.
That is one heck of an effort right there by Parkway.
All of that, and they're still not ahead. It's tied 8-8. Trying to take only their second lead of the match here as they'll serve just the freshman Stover, Hadley, back to do the honors. She's just a little thing. Out of system ball. Krebs off the top of the block. Dug by Triplet. Back set to the right side. The lefty with a big swing out there is number 10, Schoenlieben? Butchered that name.
I wrote it down.
That one was a bomb from the middle. I know that one. That's Naomi Napke. Yeah, I'm guessing 10 is Bryn Schoenlieben. Looks like it.
From Mr. Lee, Michael, tied at 1 set each in the third. Ask and you shall receive.
From Van Buren results, somebody's got an inside track there.
Kind of on video here somehow, or just a photo of his TV.
He's probably got one of those inside track things where you plug it in your TV and you can steal like 50,000 channels from all over the
Mr.
world.
Lee wouldn't do that.
No. Amy would, though. I know Amy would. She's that type of person.
Shane Levin is how you say that.
Shane Levin?
Yeah.
I was way off.
I wrote it down here during the introductions. I just couldn't find my paper.
Well, I coached a girl whose last name was the first half of that, S-C-H-O-E-N, and she pronounced it Schoen, so I went with that. That ball through the net, or through the block and down on the Tinora side, a kill for Parkway, and there they take another lead.
Their second lead of 3 sets.
The last one was short-lived. We'll see what happens to this 10-9 advantage. Set, tip down by Schablin on the tight pass. That's the advantage of being a front row setter. And she disguised it well. She jumped with 2 hands like she was going to set it, and then just reached up with the right hand and flipped the wrist down. As long as you don't have a blocker up on you, you disguise the tip well enough, you can do that. Well done by Ella Schablin. She'll go back to serve now. She'll be in the back row. Won't be able to do that anymore. Bump set up to Krebs. Krebs down the line long, out of bounds, and Parkway gets the lead back. He called it in. He has the horizontal. He has the sideline, ladies. Don't argue. That official called it in because it was in. The only line he's calling is the sideline. It was inside the sideline, but it was long. So the line judge on this side had the long call, so they got confused when they saw the down flag. A good line judge like John Sudan would explain that to people.
Absolutely. Nothing but the best from John.
Good dig in the cross court. Joust at the net. Won by Parkway. Picked up by Tinora, though. Krebs will tip over the block. Coverage is there. Bump set. Bruns comes in with a head of steam, and she gets on top of that ball. Boy, she had a long approach to get to that, and she used all that momentum and turned it into right-hand power. She's built similar to Paige Gamey. Yep. She may even be an inch shorter. She's probably about a 5'7" outside hitter who's just very explosive in the legs. And obviously the right shoulder, as she just showed. Krebs on the outside, not devoid of height. Doug, she tips it back over. Parkway is there. Bruns on the outside again, off the block. Covered by her right front player. Bruns this time pushed way outside, has to just tip it over. Schablin gives it to Krebs. Krebs down the line, off the top of the block, scores. Good battle back and forth in that rally. Parkway, though, still has a 1-point lead, 12-11, as Tatum Krebs will go back to serve for the Tinora Rams. They lead 2-0 here in this district final. Winner advances to the Fostoria Regional, where Tinora played 2 magical matches last year. Right side swing, poked up in the air. It's got to go over. It's not going to make it. You get 2 touches, and you have to try to backpedal from 25 feet off the net and hit a ball over. That's super tough. Schaublin couldn't get it over. Parkway leads by 2 now, 13-11.
Got some nice coverage here tonight. We got the radio station, I assume, from Parkway. We got Randy and Miles across the way. We got somebody else over here on the side.
Got 2 radio stations.
Right.
And yet 105.7 iHeartRadio won't cover volleyball no matter how much I ask them to. Tipped down by Meyer, picked up. Parkway thought that was a carry. They may have been right, but it didn't get called. Schaublin tips it over. Parkway is there. Set outside to Bruns. Bruns off the block and down inside the sideline. Meyer and Wells combined for the double block, brought to you by Hall Crop Insurance. Again, that's the thing when you're an undersized outside. If you don't have your maximum approach, if you're not all the way out and have a full head of steam, well, you're really at a disadvantage, because if you're only 5'7" or 5'6", you need to max jump every time you're attacking. Service ace. Again, Christina Meyer serving tough tonight. That ball floated hard to the left and ties this game 3 up at 13 apiece.
Second of the night, 41 on the season for Meyer.
This one not of the tape waterfall shot variety. But what she taketh, she giveth away, as she misses her next serve. And Parkway takes a 1-point lead back, 14-13.
I missed last year when Paige would do that, then you would take away her supper.
Yeah, if you missed serves at a bad time, you didn't eat that night. That tip is down for a point from Callie Wells. A little shot off the top. Baldwin in to serve. Another clip of the tape, but it goes over. Parkway gets it up. Good swing from the left side. Tinora with the dig in transition. Gamby out the block, out of bounds on the Tinora side. Kill for Paige Gamby. Rams now take the 1-point lead back, 15-14.
First lead since 8-7 earlier this set.
This has been a real back and forth. That time Baldwin drills it into the net, and she'll check out, replaced by Brooklyn Bainfelt, one of the Bainfelt twins. And they are identical. If they were dressed the same, I have no shot. No shot I could tell them apart. Parkway returns the favor with a service error of their own. They have a serving specialist as well. I'm sorry, that's the other middle, Cammie Langenkamp, who missed her serve, and Tinora takes the 1-point lead back. Paige Gamby will serve. Her serve over and in. Perfect pass from Libero, set to the middle. Tip over the block. Brooklyn is there, but she puts it on top of the net. Tip down. That time Macy's there. The Bainfelts are all over those. Set outside to Krebs, who tools the outside of the block and gets it down for the kill. Good job by Krebs, hitting the outside of the arm of the right side blocker to make sure it couldn't come back at her. Rams opening up on this set with a commanding lead, 2 points. It's been so back and forth. We haven't seen a 2-point lead hardly. Now make it 3. That's a solo block by Tatum Krebs. The ball set to the right side, triplet. Krebs goes up and stuffs it down. Brought to us by Hall Crop Insurance. Timeout on the floor called by Parkway. Rams lead 18-15. Looking for the sweep in the district finals. We'll be right back after this on TRL.
Looking for some of the best pizza in the area? Don't settle for corporate pizza. Drop Zone Pizzeria is the answer. From amazing subs to mouth-watering wings to their famous pickle pizza, Harold, Liz, and the crew are always making something spectacular for their customers. In 4 of the last 6 years, Drop Zone Pizzeria has won the award for best pizza around. Drop on in to Drop Zone Pizzeria's 2 locations. In downtown Ayersville at 13995 Fruit Ridge Road, or at 301 South Defiance Street in downtown Stryker, and find out for yourself. Order by calling Ayersville at 419-395-2525 or Stryker at 419-990-2525. Ordering is also available at toasttab.com. Be sure to visit the Drop Zone Pizzeria on Facebook. The Drop Zone Pizzeria says, "Go Rams!"
Scoreboard sponsored tonight is always Drop Zone Pizzeria. Thank you, Harold and Liz.
Gamby with the serve. Ball out of system. High bump set to the right side. This time, tool shot by Triplet off the outside arm of Krebs, returning the favor. She gets the side out there for Parkway. They trail by 2 in set 3, 18-16. Here comes the freshman, Hadley Stover with the serve. Bainfeld, perfect pass. Schaublin, right side set to Dominic, who rips it, but long, out of bounds. A little too much height. Sometimes the freshman, you get too far underneath the ball and you're contacting behind your head. You're hitting the ball up in the air first. You got to remember, you've grown. You jump well. Don't hit it up in the air. Hit it down and get behind that ball. A little too much air on that ball. Krebs, that ball was set out to the pin. Krebs tried to reach around and pull it back in, but she couldn't navigate it. It hits the antenna. And a quick 3-0 burst by Parkway out of the timeout ties this set up at 18. We have a timeout called by Coach Bretta Haggerty. We'll take this with them as well and be back after this on Tinora Rams Live.
Buckeye Aerial Ag is the new generation of crop maintenance. Buckeye Aerial Ag offers a custom spray drone service for applying pesticides, herbicides, and fertilizers to area crops. They use a high-precision GPS and flight path planning to target chemicals only where needed, reducing off-target drift and chemical waste. Buckeye Aerial Ag can spread cover crops as well as seed cover crops on all current standing corn and soybean fields. Give Sean a call at 419-439-2225. Check out their Facebook page and their excellent videos of the drone in action in area fields. Tinora alum Sean Hammonds and Buckeye Aerial Ag say, "Go Rams!"
Mr. Sean Hammond, one of our sponsors here. Check out those videos on his Facebook page. They're pretty cool, actually.
Still the single game point
Yes, he has.
record holder for Tinora boys basketball. 47.
47 for Sean.
Still has that record set back in 1998.
Yep.
All this athletes and scoring and up-tempo basketball. Nobody can beat Sean Hammond's old record.
I don't think anybody's come close. Maybe Luke Harris maybe had 40 once, and I don't know if he had that, maybe upper 30s. But
I believe, as this set goes to Krebs, another ball pounded off the block all the way off the end line, almost landing the bleachers. I believe one of the Grube twins, either Max or Marcus, had over 40 in a game.
that could be
if I remember right.
probably more likely Marcus.
I just know they're my daughter's age, and she told me about it. Set to Krebs again, down the line. The line judge didn't make a call again. What are we doing?
No call.
The up official called it out.
Ooh.
Bretta was looking for a touch. We have not an in or out. I didn't see it. I guess that maybe they changed it. If you don't see it, you just stand like a statue. We've seen that twice tonight. 19-19. Krebs makes sure this time as she pounds it through the block and down, and both line judges make that call. That ball was definitely in. I've never seen actual officials in the official shirts just stand there and not make a call.
I think we've seen it, 2-3 times maybe.
20-19, Rams in the red zone first. Schaublin with the serve. Good pass for Parkway. They go out to Bruns. She goes cross court, poked by Macy, and it's over the net. Bruns can't hit it. I think she thought it was going to be tipped by a player for Tinora. It wasn't. It came over on its own, so she just misjudged that ball and hits it into the net, and the Rams take a crucial 2-point lead here, 21-19.
Nice dig by Macy. That was a rocket right at her.
It was a rocket. Schaublin, tough serve, freshman Stover with a nice pass. Bruns this time goes down the line with a roll shot. She will score. Excellent ball control there to navigate that ball down the line. It wasn't just a tap shot, had a real snap of the wrist topspin shot to that. 21-20, Parkway serving down by 1. Set number 3, Rams lead 2-0. That will be a service ace for the libero, Emery Temple. Temple's a senior. Bruns is a senior. Colby Smith, the other outside, is a senior. Just those 4. The rest of them are actually juniors and freshmen. So that bump set, second ball from Gamby, trying to get it to Krebs. She sent that thing about 10 feet over the net out of bounds. That's one of those where she doesn't know her own strength. You're too strong for your own good, Paige. Timeout called by Coach Haggerty again. Their final one. Panthers lead 22-21. We'll be right back after this on Tinora Rams Live.
Ladies, are you looking for a new hairstyle? What about some new fancy nails? Jenny Bidlack and her fantastic crew at Cut and Polish Salon of Defiance is your local salon to get you all fancied up. Cut and Polish Salon offers a vast range of fantastic services, including haircuts, highlights, coloring, waxing, manicures, and pedicures. Please schedule a visit at their fun, relaxing salon where you are their number one priority. Cut and Polish Hair and Nail Salon is located at 413 Hopkins Street in Defiance. Book your appointment today by calling 419-576-5087 or simply visit their Facebook page for online booking. Cut and Polish Salon owner Jenny Bidlack and her staff say, "Go Rams!"
Make sure you get out and see Jenny, all you ladies. She's got those Halloween nails going on.
Yeah, you should see my toenails right now.
Fingernails, Michael. Fingernails. Buckeye Central takes the third set, says Mr. Lieb. So they're up 2-1.
Panthers serving up 22-21. Tough serve, out of system ball, set up to Krebs. Krebs rips it to the cross court though. Good job taking an out of system ball again, coming from deep in the back row, and she gets a great swing on it to an open spot in the cross court, ties it up at 22 apiece. She will check out. Jade Signs will come in and serve for the first time tonight. Pressure serve for Signs, having not served all game. She gets it over. Good short serve. Out of system for Parkway. Bruns has to just tip it over. Opportunity for Tinora. Set outside to Paige. Gamby off the block. Picked up by Bainfeld. Schablin back sets to Wells this time. She tries the running tip, but puts it in the net. Attack air for Wells. Parkway leads 23-22. Going back to serve, Madeline Stover, the junior DS. Parkway has Bruns in front row for this last rotation, then she'll go to the back. Outside to Gamby. Gamby cross court, dug by Bruns. They bump set it right back to her. Her jam shot through the block and down. Scores. That's a smart shot. She didn't have the big approach. She couldn't get a big swing on it. She just kind of poked it right, saw the hole in the block and poked it right through there. Set point on the board for Parkway, brought to you by Oklahoma Tavern. 24-22. Deep serve. Bainfeld, perfect pass. Schablin tries to set her dump. Able to save a great effort by the DS and the libero to keep it off the floor. Tinora, though, in transition, gives it to Paige Gamby, who terminates from the left side. Boy, Madeline Stover laid out to her right to punch it up in the air. And then you had Emery Temple, the libero, who had to do the same thing, going straight backwards, saved it to the middle. But when you're scrambling like that, a quick set to the pin is usually going to terminate. Defense is barely getting back to their spots. Christina Meyer looking to get an ace. Can't this time. Right side swing. Bruns down off the block. Gets the kill. Parkway takes set number 3, 25-23, and we are going to head to a fourth set right after this here on Tinora Rams Live.
When you need a plumber to address your plumbing repairs and installs precisely and quickly, you call Holbrook Plumbing. No job is too small. We offer fast and reliable solutions for common plumbing issues that range from leaky faucets to clogged sewers and water pipes to broken water heaters. Our specialists will inspect every facet of your home to ensure your plumbing systems run optimally. Holbrook Plumbing installs sump pumps and cleans pipes and performs every repair you need. Hire an efficient plumber like Holbrook Plumbing who can keep your system in check. When you need a plumber to take care of business, look no further. Our team is here for you. Holbrook Plumbing is your trusted plumber in Defiance and Napoleon with over 30 years of experience. Give them a call today. Holbrook Plumbing at 419-782-8208. The winery at Harvest Moon Golf Course, the old St. Mike's, sits on 110 acres at the corner of Micas and Domersville Roads in Defiance. It has become the new go-to spot after the game. Harvest Moon is open for all after-game gatherings, whether it's football, basketball, volleyball, or track. They're just 1 mile down the road and ready to serve the community after events. They offer assorted flatbreads, quesadillas, loaded kettle chips, various dips, and a meat and cheese tray. A full bar and non-alcoholic drinks are also available. Harvest Moon is very family-friendly. Stop by after the game on Friday night for fun, bring your friends, and make a new tradition. For more info, call 419-219-0007 or visit their website at thecompound.com. Click on Winery Events for all the upcoming fun. Give something new a try. Head out to Harvest Moon for all the fun after the game. Brothers Tacos dedicates itself to working closely with their family to deliver to your family the best authentic Mexican cuisine to Defiance and the surrounding areas. As a family-owned catering business and pop-up food vendor, their mission is to make you and your guests feel like family no matter the location or event. They cater to weddings, graduations, and small gatherings. Check out their Facebook page or contact them today by calling or texting 567-344-0055. Brothers Tacos looks forward to sharing their delicious food with you. A big thank you to Vince Salinas, Michelle Bacon, and their family for their support of Tinora Rams and all of us here at Tinora Rams Live over the past few seasons. Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
Back here, getting ready to start set number 4. Lady Rams took the first 2 sets, 25-20. And then a thriller in the second set, 27-25 Tinora. And then heck of a third set. Parkway with a 25-23 third set thrilling victory. And those last 6-7 points, Michael, that was some of the best volleyball and most exciting that we've probably seen this season.
And the middle of that set was just back and forth. 1 point lead, 1 point lead, 1 point lead.
Parkway finally took their first lead at 10-9 in that third set. First lead of the first 3 sets.
Right, yeah. And since Keith over recorded the Postman Insurance and Investments ad, I'll just do one real quick here. We are in an open enrollment period. Anybody listening, you're over 65, you're on Medicare. If your parents, your grandparents have a Medicare plan, you need the experts at Postman Insurance and Investments to help review your coverage. Make sure so many changes to how the Medicare plans work, the prescription drug plans, the Advantage plans. Several in this area have dropped coverage. There's not going to be Paramount in Defiance County anymore. Not going to be Medical Mutual. So you need your plan reviewed. You have questions. You want to try to save some money. You want to get better coverage. Call the experts at Postman Insurance and Investments, 419-782-2500, or just message me on Facebook. Here we go. Set number 4. Busted play results in a free ball here. Opportunity for Tinora on the first set. They've not won the first point of every set, and they continue their streak of going up 1-0 as they take the lead here in set number 4.
I went to play Michael's commercial in between.
I told you 2 months ago that was an interview with Owen Ackerman. I don't know why. I played them like, what? This is Logan Bailey talking to Owen Ackerman. That's 2 years old. There's a roll shot from the left side. That's a kill for Shane Levin?
Shane Levin.
Shane Levin, that's what I said.
We'll go down there to get from 1013 Rockford's best. See what they say.
Tip from Krebs, picked up by Parkway. Set outside to Bruns. Her roll shot is dug by Gamby. Schablin back to Krebs again. In the block and down. I think that was actually all net that time for Krebs. Got on top of it a little too much. Puts it down, and Parkway has their earliest lead in any set as they took till 10 points to get the last lead. They lead 2-1 here in set 4. Perfect pass from Bainfeld. Schablin back to Krebs again. Krebs is blocked. Double block put up. That was all in the hands of Bryn Shainleben. But also Napke was up there with her, so they both get credit for the block. Brought to you by Hall Crop Insurance. Chad Hall.
Nikki Geisinger.
Yeah, her too. I can remember Hall because it's, in the title. I got a lot of stuff in my mind, Keith. Nice shot from Krebs there down the line. Tucks just inside the end line to get the side out. Rams trail by 1, 3-2. Macy Bainfeld serving. Swing from the right side. Tip over the block. Excellent tip. Boy, Shane Levin disguised that perfectly. She jumped like she was going to wail on that thing and then just dropped the old change-up, as Keith would call it, with the little soft tip in there, just like you fool a batter in the batter's box. Temple with the serve. Krebs swing from the outside, blocked again. Parkway starting to load that block up. Krebs goes with the cut shot this time. Temple's there. Set outside to Bruns. Bruns a little more momentum. Going off the block and out of bounds. Kill for Parkway. Britton Bruns starting to assert herself. Parkway really seems like they've came alive in that last set, that win. They got a lot of momentum. They got the big student section right down here in front of us. It's all juiced up. They get a tape serve this time. Comes over. Krebs on the outside. Dug by Temple. Can't be controlled, though. It goes over and lands right in front of the scorer's table, so that'd be a kill for Tatum and Krebs. On her way to play volleyball at Defiance College, I saw next year. Going to stay right here in town. Or no, go to Bluffton.
Bluffton. She's going to Bluffton.
Yes.
Yes.
Someone mistakenly told me Defiance College. I looked at the picture. I'm like, that's a Bluffton Beaver.
That's a purple beaver.
It's a purple beaver, not a purple bull or purple yellow jacket. So they'll be playing at Bluffton, where Kenzie Noggle is playing volleyball this year.
Correct.
Teammates again.
Yep.
Service error from Tinora. Boy, you hate to miss serves when you're down, because it's really hard to come from behind if you can't get serves over in this rally scoring system. So, and it's been that way for about 20 years now. Long run for Schablin. She'll push it out to Krebs. Krebs off the block, out of bounds this time. She'll get the kill. Boy, Krebs has been peppering the scorer's table over there. She's bounced so many balls off the block that have went flying right over there. If she gets Barb, Barb might get up there and go out and whack her.
She's going to get either Josh Bush or Nate down there, too, before we're all said and done.
You don't want to hit Barb.
Barb give you that look.
That's right. That's all it takes. She was a secretary when I was in high school, and if you didn't shave close enough, she'd give you that look like, you need to get a little closer to your razor, Mr. Sebring. Block out of bounds, though. Kill for Parkway.
Biggest lead tonight by Parkway. Michael is these 3 points.
Runs to the back row. She will serve. Set to the outside. Gamby is blocked. Lands right on the line. No coverage there. Brought to you by Hall Crop Insurance. It's the combination of triplet along with Longenkamp. The lead up to 4 now. Very early, just 8-4. Tough serve. Ball out of system. That's going to be an ace. Lack of communication there. The ball was not passed very high. Signs and Meyer both could have gone for it. Both hesitated, thinking the other was going to go. You'd much rather see them both go and run into each other than both hesitate, but neither one of them are used to taking a second ball at all, so that's tough. Bruns puts that one into the net, ends her own run. Side out for Tinora.
Mr. Lieb says, hey, I've gotten that look.
I bet you have. I wonder if Jason knows how many times I've called Josh Jason this year on the radio. That tip by Parkway, they say someone was in the net on the follow through on the tip, so that'll be a attack error and a point to Tinora.
I've had a couple of Jimenez's play this year too, Michael. So Big Red hasn't played for about 4 years, but he got a couple carries this year.
Yeah, well, and Jason hasn't played for 30 years, and he caught a couple balls. Never even played in the green and white.
Red, white, and blue.
Dig by Tinora. Gamby just has to tap that over. Good tap, though. On 2, that's a good swing out of system. The ball was picked up and thrown to the left on the dig. Colby Smith, the left side, wasn't really ready, but she just went up and unloaded on it and gets a kill out of it. Parkway takes another 4-point lead here, 10-6. Set to the outside. Gamby and the cross court gets the kill. Paige Gamby, we've talked about this before, is going to go down as one of the greatest girl athletes to ever come through Tinora.
She's top 2, if not the best. In my opinion, she probably is the best.
Most decorated has to be.
Oh, boy, absolutely. By far.
But when she has a head of steam coming in to hit a volleyball, I would not want to be over there trying to dig it. Good save there by Signs, bringing it back in. Gamby with the tap. Set to the right side. That's going to score. Not a lot of power on that by Triplet, but good location. She put the ball back to the corner over top the reach of Macy Bainfeld, who's a little vertically challenged at about 5 foot, maybe 5'1", and she just didn't have the reach to go up and get her hands on that and dig it. Tough serve. Saved by Gamby. Dominic can't get it over inside the antenna. Great effort there by Gamby to save it back in, and Dominic actually got it over the net, but it was actually outside the antenna. And now Parkway with a 5-point lead here, 12-7. Looking to send this to a 5th and decisive set. Schablin pushes it out to Gamby. Her roll shot is dug by the freshman. Back set on the right side, big swing is blocked. Gamby is up there, but that was all Addie Dominic who got the block of Shane Lieben. I think I got that name down now.
If not, they'll let us know. I assure you.
Gamby tough serve. Little ball out of system, tip over the block. Dominic pokes it up. Schablin sets it out to Krebs. Krebs unloads on that ball. Does a good job of staying out of the net because that was an awful tight swing. And she stayed out of the net and gets the kill to the cross court. Rams cut the lead to 3, 12-9. They'll go to the middle. One-on-one, Dominic gets the block. Parkway has coverage, though. Now on the outside, Shane Lieben, the lefty, down the line. Set out to Krebs. Krebs cross court. I think that was touch, or was that all net?
Sounded.
They say it was all net. I think it was.
Yep.
She cut that so hard, it didn't even come close to the hands of the blockers. It skipped off the net. So it did hit something.
Not fingertips,
but not hands. Krebs again. This time is blocked, but comes down on the Parkway side. So another kill for Tatum Krebs, who's got to be at the 20 mark, if not over it already, as she normally gets to, especially if it's longer than a 3-set match. She averages 7 kills a set. Astonishing number.
It really is.
Out of system ball, Bruns tries to take a big whack at it, had no approach. Just had to try to jump straight up as that ball was way off the net out of system. Give her credit for trying to be aggressive, but can't get it over. Now the lead is down to 2 for Parkway. It's 13-11 here in set 4.
Tatum's over 500 kills now, Michael.
In the season?
For the season.
Half 1,000 in her senior year. And doesn't get that one, boy.
Just out.
They called it a double contact anyway. It was out. I mean, it was going to be Parkway's point either way.
Out by about 6 inches.
If I was Parkway's coach, I'd be like, that's 2 points, right? Because it was a double contact and it was out. I'd be begging. Krebs down the line, way out of bounds that time. I think she tried to go for the high hands on the block, but the hands weren't high enough, and so she hits it out of bounds long. Lead back up to 4 now, 15-11. Tough pass, out of system ball. Macy Bainfeld with the down ball. Dug by Stover. They'll go to the middle. Set was short. Langenkamp tried to jam it over, but the set was never really even above the tape by the time she got to it. And so she attacks it in the net and down. Got to live to fight another day there and just drop your elbow and tip it up and over the net. She thought she could jam it over. Schablin, one of Tenora's best servers, gets Parkway a little bit out of system. Good bump set. No. Bump set way too far, actually. Looked good from this angle, but the depth was way off. It was actually into the stand where the referee is standing.
Nice effort by Bruns.
Yeah.
Just didn't want to run into the stanchion there.
I think if she's 5'11", she hits that. Another tough serve from Schablin. Good pass, though, by the libero. Bruns again. They set her too far out. She has to try to reach up with her left hand and taps it into the antenna. Well, the other setter, KJ Stover, turned around looking at her coach like, what do I do? The lead is down to 1 now, 15-14. Boy, Parkway parted the seas there, hoping that was going to sail out of bounds. It was in by 6 inches. A service ace for Ella Schablin. Ties set 4 up at 15 apiece. What a run here by the Rams. A few self-inflicted errors by Parkway, but tough serving from Ella Schablin has really put the pressure on the Parkway receive.
59th ace on the season for Schablin. Second team all GMC for Ella.
Ball is tipped over. Another tough serve. Gets him out of system. High bump set to Krebs. Krebs rips it to the middle back, and she's going to score. Tatum Krebs gets a big kill. We have a timeout called by Parkway. They let the lead evaporate, and they now trail by 1 before Jordan Henkel takes the timeout. Brought to us by Clubhouse Pizza. We'll take it with them. Be right back on TRL.
For over 65 years, McCarthy's in Defiance, Ohio has been here to help with your power sports needs. At McCarthy's, you'll find motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, and power sports gear from industry leaders like Honda, Kawasaki, and other trusted brands. We offer Honda motorcycles, ATVs, and generators, as well as Kawasaki motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, and jet skis. Head on over to our Facebook page to stay informed about our specials and promotions, and be sure to explore our current inventory featuring heavy rebates and low factory financing. In Defiance, there isn't a friendlier or more knowledgeable staff than ours. We're happy to help you find the perfect recreational vehicle or the parts you need. Visit our products page at mccarthys-sales.com to see what we have to offer. If you need help making a decision, please don't hesitate to give us a call or stop by. We're always ready to assist. McCarthy's of Defiance. Call them at 419-784-2402 or stop by at 8373 North 66 in Defiance.
Bruns with a soft roll shot is picked up by Tinora. Out of system though. Free ball coming. Opportunity for Parkway. Out to Bruns. She's not on the net. She can't get a good approach. She's being set 9 feet off. Down ball is dug. This is a better set to Bruns. She powers it off the block all the way along out of bounds. Good job by the freshman there. She ran all the way back there. Hadley Stover went all the way back to the end line to make sure that ball was going to land out of bounds, and it did. By the way, Andrea, I am always on one. What do you mean I'm just on one tonight? You not know me? I'm the roast master general if I need to be. Krebs tries the tip, doesn't come over. That was a really tough set. Schaublen tried to make it perfect, and it was just about a foot too tight to the net. Krebs didn't have a lot of space, tried to just tip it over and couldn't get it. Parkway takes the lead back now, 17-16. Stover number 3, Madeline, I guess she's 2, she's a junior. Krebs that time powers the ball through the block and down. You have a senior Stover, a junior Stover, and a freshman Stover, all playing pivotal roles on this Parkway team. Jade Signs will serve. Perfect pass. They're going to go to the middle. That ball's ripped off the side of the head of Jade Signs. My goodness, that's not even Napke. That was Cammie Langenkamp, who put a lot of heat on that ball. It got on Signs before she knew it was there, and it bounced her off the side of her head. A headshot. Bruns goes with a short serve. Long run for Gamby. Her tip is picked up by Parkway. They'll go back to the middle. Langenkamp again. She tips to the left, and that is in. Boy, that's dangerously close to a throw. I felt like her hand was on that ball for a long time.
I'm not a volleyball expert, Michael, and it kind of, to me, seemed like it was.
Yeah, that was a tough one to lay off of, but this ref's shown he's not going to call that. Some refs are tied on it. He's just not. As long as you're fair both ways. Tenora's gotten away with it, too. Gamby that time gets through the seam of the block and down for the side out. Cuts the lead back to 19-18.
Biggest lead tonight by either team, Michael, has been 6 by Tinora in the first set, 16-10.
And they were up 7-1 in set 2.
Yep.
So they've done it twice. Parkway's been up by as many as 5, I believe.
5 is her biggest lead tonight.
Christina Meyer, no! Oh. She has been a service ace master tonight. That one hit the tape, crawled up on top of the tape, rolled vertical for about a foot, and then fell on the Tinora side. Man, oh man, rolled horizontal. I can't roll vertical. That was stupid. But anyway, you know what I meant. Set out to Gamby. Gamby off the top of the block is Doug. Bruns goes with a setter dump, thrown right back at her by Gamby. She picks it up again. They go to the right side, swung it down the middle. Signs with the dig. Bainfeld centers it. Gamby tips it. Busted play. Good job, though, getting it up. Smith from the left side, dug by Signs. Schaublen out to Gamby. Gamby is dug in the cross court by the middle. Good job there playing defense by a middle blocker. Smith on the outside, out the top of the block, gets it down. Colby Smith with a big swing from the left side. Parkway deep in the red zone now, 21-18. They lead by 3. Coach Haggerty going to take her, I believe, final timeout. I think that's her second timeout of set number 4. Parkway just 4 points away from forcing a 5th set. We'll be right back after this on Tinora Rams Live.
Barney's Grill at Evansport has been serving their customers for over 20 years. Ice cold drinks, Ohio Lottery, great food, and good friends are all on deck at Barney's. Stop and get those delicious Barney burgers, cheeseburgers, chicken strips, fries, and onion rings tonight after the game. Taco Thursdays from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. And Barney's Grill is located at 1101 Main Street in downtown Evansport. They're closed Sunday and Monday, but give them a call at 419-428-2241 and be sure to check out their Facebook page for a look at all the fun. Barney's at Evansport, a proud supporter of Tinora Rams Live. Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
All right, I'm going to send a request out to any Tinora students that are listening. If you're listening, you're probably within 10 minutes of this gym. You need to get here because the Parkway student section has about tripled up the Tinora student section, and we're about to go maybe to a fifth set. And Tinora could really use the crowd encouragement. Yes. So they're not charging you no admission anymore at this point.
Get on out here.
Drive your butt to Defiance and get out here and cheer on these Rams in this fifth set. They'd really use the help. If it goes to 5, we'll see. Gamby terminates down the line, trying to not let it get to that point.
This has been a close match the entire way.
21-19. Riley Baldwin, the serving specialist in the game. Good serve, good pass. They go to the middle. The tip, Gamby is waiting on that. Schaublin gives it right back to Gamby. Off the block and down. Paige Gamby starting to heat up. The senior trying to will her team to the district championship here in the fourth set. Rams lead 2-1. They trail 21-20 currently in set 4. They'll go to the middle. Swing this time. Double block. Dominic and Schaublin combined to reject Kanapke. Tie this fourth set at 21 each. Baldwin again. Good pass. They're going to go to the right side. Triplet. Dug by Signs. Tight pass. Joust tipped down. Picked up by Tinora. Set outside to Gamby. Her roll shot off the block and out of bounds. Back-to-back kills for Paige Gamby. And the Rams have taken the lead 22-21. Timeout Parkway. We'll take it with them. Be right back after this on Tinora Rams Live.
South 66 Lanes is open and ready to create memories for all ages, from kids to adults. Located at 1923 South Jefferson in Defiance. It's just a short distance from Defiance High School and the perfect place for family fun. Whether it's birthday parties or weekend family gatherings, South 66 Lanes helps those feeling nostalgic to relive their special moments. Come on in and enjoy Glow Ball Bowling or join a men or women's league today. Or savor tasty snacks, tasty pizza, cold drinks, and so much more. Invite a friend or bring the whole family down to South 66 Lanes, where we can't wait to see you knock down those pins. For reservations for your bowling party, field trip, or special event, contact South 66 Lanes at 419-769-8233 and be sure to check out their Facebook page for daily events and hours. Home of the Tinora Rams bowling team, as South 66 Lanes proudly supports the Rams.
All right, we are back out here at Defiance High School. It is crunch time. It's red zone time. Rams 22, Parkway 21. Baldwin with the serve. Good pass. They're going to set the right side to Triplet. She's going to go down the line. Dug by Bainfeld. Saved back in bounds by Signs. Free ball opportunity here for Parkway. They're going to go to the middle. They will. Tip over the block. Is going to score. That time Knapke had enough lift that she could tip the ball right over the double block into the campfire in the middle of the floor, and Parkway gets a huge side out and ties this match, or set, at 22 apiece.
This is similar to our second set, Michael, that went 27-25 Rams.
The freshman serving. Tough pass, out of bounds, lack of communication. Third ball by Bainfeld, will not make it over. Bainfeld started that rally with a tough pass all the way to the left. Dominic was over there. Gamby was over there. Neither one could decide. Dominic's got to take that ball and let Gamby take the third, but the freshman wasn't sure what to do in that big moment. Got a timeout here called by Coach Haggerty. That'll be her final. Parkway leads 23-22. We'll come back with the conclusion of set 4 after this on TRL.
Serving area farmers since 1912. The Jewel Grain Company has 5 locations in Northwest Ohio, including Jewel, Okolona, Ney, Mark Center, and Hicksville. They can offer grain storage and handling, grain marketing, farm supplies, and including fertilizer, ag chemicals, and feed. Jewel Grain offers seed sales, soil testing, and can help with your lawn, garden, and pond needs. Reach them at 419-497-2101 or online at jewelgrain.com. Jewel Grain is a sponsor of the Tinora Rams Huddle Cameras. Stark Brothers Advertising in Defiance is here to help you grow your business. If you are a business, new or old, looking to improve your customer reach, Stark Brothers Advertising is here to help you and to get your name to stand out from the others. Contact Brian Stark at Stark Brothers Advertising for more information at 419-438-2063. Stark Brothers Advertising, a proud sponsor of the Tinora Rams. Here comes more Tinora Rams sports action.
Here we go. The freshman, Hadley Stover, serving her team up 23-22 in set 4, looking to stay alive. Set outside to Paige Gamby. Stover with a dig, long run. No! Stover got it up in the air, and it was a long run for Emory Temple, almost back to the bleachers. She tried to save it and could not get it. We are tied up at 23 apiece. Unfortunately for Tinora, Paige Gamby, who's been very hot, is now going to the back row to serve, but not unfortunately. That brings Tatum Krebs back in the game. Out of the middle, big swing is blocked, picked up by Parkway. Go back to the outside, tip over the block, picked up by Bainfeld. Schaublin to Krebs. Krebs with a tip over the block. Pickup is there. Smith from the right side, swing down the seam. She gets the score. Colby Smith, the senior from the left side, with a huge swing. You know what? This is probably like everyday volleyball for Parkway.
I'm sure it is.
They get these matches all the time in the MAC.
This is great.
Set point on the board. Krebs trying to get it even up, and she does. The equalizer for Tatum Krebs had max jump on that swing. Gets it through the block and down. Ties this set up 24 apiece. More free volleyball for everybody. We're going to have extra points. Macy Bainfeld with the serve. Good pass, bumps that out to Bruns. Her cross-court shot dug by Macy. Schaublin back to Krebs. Krebs, the cross-court, dug again by Parkway. Bruns, roll shot right to Paige Gamby. Schaublin goes back out to Krebs. Krebs is blocked! She can't pick up her own coverage. Double block brought to you by Hall Crop Insurance. Kanapke along with Shane Lieben. Kanapke turned around and gave a little stare down there to Tatum Krebs after the block. Gotta love it, a little chippiness.
This is great.
Service ace! Emory Temple, a great float serve. Macy Bainfeld can't quite get to it. And Parkway takes set 4, 26-24, our second set to go to extra points. What more can you ask for than a fifth and deciding set? Just like people love game 7s in playoff football.
This is great.
Playoff baseball, you love game 5, set 5. And tournament volleyball, we'll have that fifth set for you right after this here on Tinora Rams Live.
The Fort County Career Center offers experience-based education to prepare students for success in college, secondary education, and in various careers. They have partnered with 22 school districts located across 4 Northwest Ohio counties, including Defiance, Fulton, Henry, and Williams, to provide a one-of-a-kind educational experience. High school students have the opportunity to enroll in 30 rewarding career and technical programs in their junior and senior years. The enrollment at Fort County Career Center has exceeded 1,000 students and accounts for approximately 28% of the area's juniors and seniors. Fort County Career Center also offers a range of adult programming and business services to improve the employability and productivity of the surrounding community. Approximately 2,000 adult students use the school's adult programming each year, which includes programs in health, public safety, industrial training, information technology, and human resources. Interested in a visit or more information? Call them at 419-267-3331 or visit online at fortcounty.net. Fort County Career Center says, Go Rams! The Crescent News and Crescent News Media provide local news, sports, feature stories, obituaries, daily TV, and comics, and a weekly Entertainment Today edition, and so much more to the 6-county area surrounding Defiance. In addition to traditional print advertising, Crescent News Media offers local and regional digital marketing, including social media, and more. The Crescent News publishes a variety of specialty sections, including many for high school sports. Other advertising options include custom designs and printing for vinyl banners, window and door clings, and specialty inserts. For editorial questions, please call Todd Helberg at 419-784-5441, extension 300-738. For advertising questions, give Jason Hohenbrink a ring, extension 300-725. Call the circulation department for our current specials at extension 300-701 or 300-704. Subscriptions are available for both print and digital formats and can be purchased for as little as 1 month at a time. Visit crescent-news.com or visit their Facebook page for more info. Serving area farmers since 1912, the Jewel Grain Company has 5 locations in Northwest Ohio, including Jewel, Okolona, Ney, Mark Center, and Hicksville. They can offer grain storage and handling, grain marketing, farm supplies, including fertilizer, ag chemicals, and feed. Jewel Grain offers seed sales, soil testing, and can help with your lawn, tinora, and pond needs. Reach them at 419-497-2101 or online at jewelgrain.com. Jewel Grain is a sponsor of the Tinora Rams Huddle Cameras. Here comes more Tinora Rams sports action.
All right, Michael Sebring, Keith Brown back here, the part-timer with the CEO. And we're going to have set number 5. The only time in volleyball action you'll see a set that only goes to 15. So many people ask me in like a junior high game, if it goes to 3, is it 15? A JV freshman, if it goes to 3, is it only 15? No, the only time a set goes to 15, it's not travel volleyball. In school volleyball, the only time is a varsity match, 5th set. This set is going to be the 1st to 15. And boy, getting off to a good start is super important in the 5th set. You want to be the first team to 5.
The only other one this year, Michael, was the 5-setter at Patrick Henry for the Lady Rams this season.
Did not go their way.
Lady Rams won the first 2 sets, 25-20, and then that thriller, 27-25. Parkway has taken the last 2.
Tinora again wins the first point. They've won the first point of all 5 sets.
Take that to Vegas.
Paige Gamby with the serve. Bad pass, out of bounds, ace for Paige Gamby. Tinora leads 2-0.
We appreciate everybody for watching and listening tonight on Tinora Rams Live, wherever you're at.
Ball set to the middle. Swing is through the block and down. Napke with another kill. All right, does anybody have an update on the Fairview game? Fairview's playing tonight in the district finals as well, right? I just looked at Fairview's Twitter, didn't see anything. Got to be somebody out there listening that knows how Fairview's done, or probably done by now.
Mr. Lee will check on that for us.
Krebs from the outside, through the block and down. She gets another kill.
Sorry for the occasional wobbly camera. Our table's not very sturdy up here tonight,
I gotta stop
everybody.
leaning on that thing.
No, you're fine, Michael. I'm doing the same as I'm writing down notes in the score.
Yeah, there's just a lot of earthquakes here at Defiance. Macy Bainfeld, service error. Point to the Panthers. And now their libero, senior Emery Temple, will serve. Shout out to my sister, Chris Core, tuning in from Sherwood, Tinora alum. Krebs, off-speed shot into the net and down for the attack error.
Update from the Crescent News, Michael. Fairview knocks off Gibsonburg and advance to the regional final where they await New Bremen.
Ooh. Also at Fostoria then.
One would assume.
Krebs on the outside, blocked down. Can't pick up the coverage. Brought to you by Hall Crop Insurance. The Shane Libben combines with Napke. Nope, that's not Napke. Longenkamp. Panthers up 4-3, trying to be that first to 5. Good pass from Gamby. Krebs blocked again, picked up by Brooklyn. Set back to Krebs. Krebs in the net and down. Tatum Krebs. A couple of attack errors early in this 5th set. Starting to question herself. You can't lose confidence when you're as good a player as Tatum Krebs is. Coach Haggerty going to take time out and probably have that conversation with her senior. We'll take time out with her. Be right back after this on Tinora Rams Live.
Your trusted pool and spa specialists in Northwest Ohio are Defiance Water Recreation. They are your all-in-one destination for pools, spas, and water care solutions in the region. With over 44 years of experience, they offer top-quality in-ground pool installations, expert maintenance services, and a full selection of pool and spa supplies to keep your water crystal clear all year long. They offer custom in-ground pools, above-ground pools, hot tubs, and spas, along with complimentary professional water testing to ensure a cleaner, healthier pool and spa. Located at 1495 Ralston Avenue, Defiance. Stop by and see Brent and Julie Signs and their excellent team. For more information, give them a call, 419-782-2618. Defiance Water Recreation says, let's go Rams!
All right, back here at Defiance High School.
Shout out to Shelby Gherkin, who's been watching from Liberty Center. One of our listeners on the Bull last night, the last couple weeks.
Service error out of the timeout. Coach point for Bretta Haggerty. Emery Temple misses her serve after the Tinora timeout.
You don't have the cough button in front of you, Michaels.
Maybe choking on a popcorn kernel, don't mind me. I haven't even finished my bag yet.
Thank you, Mr. Dominic, for that.
Absolutely. He's the real MVP.
Lifesaver.
Preps this time, blocked again. Into the double block. Shane Leben along with Longenkamp combined for yet another double block of the senior outside hitter for Tinora. She's got to either go higher, a roll shot to the deep corner, or she's just got to get outside the ball more and get hard cut inside the block. They're trying to take her line swing away, but they can't block the entire court. She just got to see it and get around it. 6-4. Parkway was indeed the first of 5. Krebs with the tip. Picked up by Parkway. Bruns on the outside. Her roll shot dug by Gamby. Schaublin back to Krebs again. Krebs this time rips it through. Blocker for Parkway was in the net, but the ball was down and in anyway. Parkway's coach really thought that was Tatum Krebs hitting the net on her follow through. Gave a little stomp with the foot there to the down ref. Danger of getting himself a yellow card, but yellow card is just a little slap on the wrist anyway. I've never had one of those in my life, probably.
Unlike soccer.
Yeah, a little bit worse. I average a yellow card every 4 or 5 matches, probably. Tip is just wide out of bounds for Parkway. Ties this 5th set up at 6 apiece.
Wasion defeated tonight. Michael by Lake in 3 sets.
Not surprising. Lake is very good. Parkway in system, set to Bruns on the right side. Soft roll shot is down for the kill. Macy Bainfeld really thought she had the pancake there, but the line judge, the down official, the up official all signaled it right away. They did not agree. You have to have your entire hand under the ball. You can't just be part fingers, part ball on the floor. Panthers up 7-6. Schaublin shoots it out to Gamby. Gamby ripped to the middle. That is down for the kill. She found a big hole in the middle of that defense and put it right in there. That was great tempo on that set, shooting it all the way across court. It really hardly ever got above the top of the antennas with the tempo. Middle blocker can't get out there if you run that tempo. Christina Meyer with the serve. Parkway in system, swing, gets through the block and down. Another kill for Triplet from the right side. She's just a freshman. I didn't even see that earlier. Wow, Savada, not Savannah. There's a D in there. Savada Triplet with a kill from the right side, the freshman. Parkway keeps the 1-point lead. Good serve. Gamby with the pass. Schaublin gives it back to her. Gamby cross court is dug out of bounds, saved back in. Going to be a rough free ball. She can't navigate it. That's a middle blocker, Cammie Langenkamp. You shot it, but she dug it out of bounds. They saved it right back at her. You can't just throw it with 2 hands. It's a double, so she was trying to backpedal and use her platform to send it. She should have just took a wild swing at it. You had a better chance of getting that over.
Nice effort, though.
8-8, tied up. Baldwin with the serve, tough pass, low, saved up in the air. Good effort by the setter. The barrel's short free ball, picked up by Tinora. Schaublin out to Gamby with a head of steam down the line, point. Paige Gamby down the line with the kill. Excellent set that time from Ella Schaublin.
Last 2 sets, Michael Page has gone in extra gear.
She's found that extra notch that first-team All-Ohio players do have. Baldwin serving again. Rams up 9-8. They'll go to the middle. Tip. Picked up by Tinora. Schaublin with the roll shot. Shoot it back to the middle. Over the head. Roll shot picked up by Tinora. Shoot it out to Gamby. Her cross-court shot is dug by Smith. Set to the right side. Triplet off the top of the tape. Long run. Can't get there. Bainfeld got a platform on it, but sent it out of bounds. Kill for Triplet. Ties this fifth set up at 9. This is destined to go like 29-27.
Absolutely.
You know that.
The way we're going tonight, it is.
I'm here for it.
This is fantastic.
I'm already way late for dinner. We might as well just stay here till 9. The freshman for Parkway with the serve. Set outside to Gamby. Gamby hits that ball. Dug by Parkway. They'll set the middle. Swing just wide, out of bounds. That was an awful quick transition. A super up-tempo, low, short set to Napke in the middle, and she just couldn't get on top of it enough. Misses it off the back corner. Almost hit the line judge in the foot again. Gamby now serving. Stover, overpass, tapped down by Krebs. That scores. Point Tinora. They take a 2-point lead. Timeout called by Parkway. Tinora 4 points away from a district championship here in set number 5. We'll be right back after this on Tinora Rams Live.
Higbee Embroidery of Defiance offers custom screen printing and custom embroidery to local high schools and individuals from all areas. Connie Higbee and her staff have been serving and supporting Tinora High School, as well as the Tri-County area, since 1999. From throws to t-shirts to school jackets and much more, Higbee Embroidery is here to serve your custom needs. Higbee Embroidery is located at 1940 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Contact them at 419-428-3000 or visit them online at higbee.com or Higbee Embroidery on Facebook. Higbee Embroidery is a proud sponsor of the Tinora Rams Live Player of the Game Award. Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
Here we are back at Defiance High School. Michael Sieber and Keith Brown bringing you district championship volleyball here in Division 6. Paige Gamby serving. Rams up by 2, 11-9. They'll go to the middle. Roll shot picked up by Brooklyn. Set outside to Krebs. Krebs powers that ball to the cross court. Tatum Krebs got her confidence back and put it all behind that swing. And she gets the kill. Rams take a crucial 3-point lead now, 12-9. 3 points away. Gamby continues to serve. Good pass this time. They'll set the quick middle rip. That's going to be a kill. Out of the middle. That time it was on time and is in the right location, and Napke doesn't miss many of those. And now that puts Bruns back in the front row. Ball out of system, though. Nice bump set. Krebs comes in and powers it. Good job by Schaublin. That ball was passed all the way to the right sideline. And she had to bump set it backwards over her head blindly to the outside. And she gave Tatum Krebs something she could swing at, and she took advantage. 13-10. Timeout Parkway. Their final timeout. We'll be back with the conclusion of this district final right after this on Tinora Rams Live.
Science Excavating of Defiance, Ohio offers a variety of excavating and trucking services. Science Excavating has a full offering of excavation and trucking services, including stone hauling, trenching, demolition, land clearing, and drainage work. Science Trucking Service can also assist in any heavy-duty equipment hauling needs. Located at 2147 State Route 66 North, Science Excavating has been family-owned and operated since 1999. Contact them online at scienceexcavating.com or on Science Excavating on Facebook. Brad and Josh at Science Excavating say, "Let's go, Rams." Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
Set number 5, 13-10 Lady Rams. We are tied at 2 sets each.
13-10. It's only a set to 15, so Tinora 2 points away. Macy Bainfeld will serve for the Rams. Good pass from Stover. They'll go to the middle, off the block, punched up in the air by Brooklyn. Krebs is blocked, though, in the cross court. Great dig there by Brooklyn Bainfeld to keep it up on a big swing by Napke, but she couldn't get the kill, so she went out there and got the block instead. Brought to us by Hall Crop Insurance. Parkway will serve. It's their libero, Temple. They're down by 2. Deep serve, too deep, out of bounds. Match point on the board for the Rams. They lead 14-11. And it's going to be probably their best server when it comes to aces in particular. Ellis Schaublin stepping back, looking to close out the match. That's off the platform, out of bounds, ran down, saved. Parkway gets the free ball over. Krebs undoubtedly getting the swing. Here she comes through the block and down. Tinora wins set 5, 15-11. Parkway going to have as long a sad ride home tonight. Tinora going to celebrate about 10 minutes from home as they get the win in set 5, 15-11 to take the match over Parkway and head on back to the regionals. 2 programs from the Green Meadows Conference playing in the regionals at Fostoria next week. We're going to take a break, come back, and we'll have the Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services postgame show right after this on Tinora Rams Live.
Are you looking for a new home or auto insurance agent? Do you have inquiries about Medicare, or are you nearing retirement? Perhaps you want to save for retirement or establish a small investment portfolio for your family. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services in Defiance is your ideal choice. Tim Bidlack boasts over 10 years of investment expertise and can guide you in estate planning, IRAs, 401k investments, and other financial planning areas. If you require home or auto insurance, Austin Bidlack is ready to assist you. At Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services, Tim and Austin will collaborate with you to guarantee your home, auto, or business is thoroughly protected. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services is situated at 912 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Contact Tim or Austin at 419-438-0023 today for a complimentary quote. You can also reach out to Tim or Austin online via their Facebook page. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services extends best wishes to all Tinora Rams athletes this season. Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
Back at Defiance High School, Lady Rams with a thrilling 3-2 set victory over the Parkway Panthers. Welcome to the Bidlack and Insurance and Investments post-game show. Going through the district runner-up for Parkway.
Great season for Parkway.
It was.
21 wins. 4th place in the ultra-competitive MAC. They knocked out the defending state champions from last year from their own conference, Coldwater, in the last round. Coldwater was 29-0 last year. Now, I know they graduated quite a bit, but still, that's a big win for them. Coldwater finished ahead of Parkway in the conference standings. So, great season for Parkway.
And honestly, Michael, they're just a couple points here or there from winning. I mean, they had all the momentum, we thought, in the middle of the 3rd set, or the 5th set here, when they took a 6-4 lead, actually came back and took a 7-6 lead, and after that, it was all Rams.
Yeah, 9-4 run for Tinora to close it out. As we mentioned, stepping up there in the 4th and 5th set, Paige Gamby, got Tinora from being down by 4 or 5 late in the 4th, coming back and almost winning that 4th set, and then just kept the momentum going in the 5th. She really went to another level. As Tatum Krebs kind of struggled in the early part of that 5th set, but then she was there at the end with some of the biggest swings of her career to get the win.
Runner-up trophies down there. Coach Beauty handing that to the Parkway senior class.
Well, that's the trophy that you hate to get when you get it, but you'll appreciate it months later. But you walk out there thinking you should have not be getting this trophy. She got the other one. It's like, I don't want this runner-up trophy. I just want to break it, but you'll appreciate it later. Here's the Tinora Rams.
Coach Haggerty and the Tinora Athletic Jake Essick out there presenting the ladies with their district champion medals.
Back-to-back district champions.
Lady Rams has lost 3 games, Michael, in 2 seasons.
Yes.
Final Four a season ago.
I vaguely remember.
Yes, heck of a run. Hopefully this team can go one step further.
Boy, if they match up with New Bremen anywhere in the regionals, that is going to be a highly, highly motivated New Bremen team.
After last season.
After the result of last season's match.
That was one heck of a match last year. Wow.
Tenora pulled off the reverse sweep of New Bremen, and boy, they're not used to losing that type of match, and their coach will have them breathing fire.
Extra motivated.
But it sounds like they're going to have to get through Fairview first, and Tinora will play Buckeye Central on the other half of the bracket. Buckeye Central out of the Northern 10 Conference. Teams like Cary that you might be familiar with from Tinora football playoffs. Captains for Tinora come out and get their district championship trophy. Wow, what a match. You never know what you're going to get any night when you're watching a volleyball match. You'd thought at the end of the second set that Tinora was going to just continue that momentum and just get out of here in three, even halfway through the third. Like, wow, this is about to be a sweep.
Yep.
And then Parkway gets one, and then they hang on and get a second. And they're like, boy, Parkway got all the momentum their way now.
Sure did.
Momentum changes in volleyball, I think, faster than almost any sport. You're just like one big swing, one explosive play away from grabbing momentum.
And I think we saw the perfect example of that here tonight, honestly.
Yeah. What a win for Tinora. So we're going to have a tough Higbee embroidery player of the game tonight. Boy, we don't have any stats to go by. We just got to go on what we saw.
Memory only, correct.
Man, oh man.
All right. We'll do that right after this.
Higbee Embroidery of Defiance offers custom screen printing and custom embroidery to local high schools and individuals from all areas. Connie Higbee and her staff have been serving and supporting Tinora High School, as well as the Tri-County area, since 1999. From throws to t-shirts to school jackets and much more, Higbee Embroidery is here to serve your custom needs. Higbee Embroidery is located at 1940 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Contact them at 419-428-3000 or visit them online at higbee.com or Higbee Embroidery on Facebook. Higbee Embroidery is a proud sponsor of the Tinora Rams Live Player of the Game Award.
Check out Tinora Rams Live. Live events broadcast on YouTube and post-game results, articles, schedules, and more can all be found on TinoraRams.com.
Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
We are back out here at Defiance High School as the Rams are getting together and posing for their pictures for all the parents to come in and snap for another district championship. Bretta getting everyone in the right spots and making sure all their medals are laying in the same way, and meticulous to the end.
Yes.
So we got one last thing to do here, Keith. I'd like to bring up the player of the game for an interview. I'm not sure that they'll be taking pictures for the next half an hour.
Probably a little busy tonight, unfortunately, Michael.
But we got to hand out our Higbee Embroidery player of the game. But you want to talk about a lot of deserving members of this team. There's the two most, and people argue about this all the time, but no one's here to argue with me because you're just going to agree with whatever I say about volleyball. So
absolutely,
the most difficult position to play in volleyball is the middle blocker. It's the hardest because you have to block everything. You have to block the middles. You have to block the right side. You have to block the left side. You got to block the back row, and you have to transition. Stay out of the way of the setter who's trying to get to the volleyball, and then get back in there and be available to swing every time. So it's the hardest working, most difficult position to play in volleyball. And boy, Addison Dominic tonight as a freshman played fantastic in that middle, offensively, especially in sets 1 and 2, didn't really go to her much after that. She had a couple of errors, and I think they kind of just lost the confidence in her. But, man, she was excellent in those first 2 sets and ran wins.
I mean, had this been a 3-set victory tonight, Michael, I think Edison probably would have been our player of the game.
I agree.
Close.
I agree.
Close.
But it went 5.
It went 5.
And towards the end, at the end of the 4th set and into the 5th set, the Rams' returning first-team All-Ohio player just found another gear, put the Rams on her back, converted a couple of big points when they needed it, kind of snatched momentum there at the end of the 4th set, and then carried it on to the 5th set. It's not just, with Paige Gamby, it's not just the offense that you get. It's the tremendous defense. It's the all-out effort, diving, laying out for everything in the back row, reading the tips, getting there, picking them up. She had to have 20. If she didn't have a 20-20 night tonight, I'd be shocked if she didn't have 20 kill, 20 digs a night tonight. So, for my money, my player of the game is going to go to Paige Gamby.
And I agree with you, Michael. Paige is not one of those vocal leaders. She's just like, hey, hop on my back. I'm going to lead you the way. Everybody just do what I do and jump on, and we're going home with the W. So congratulations to Paige with her 157th Tinora Rams Live Player of the Game Award.
That set of steak knives is coming. I think if you get to 159, it's definitely on the way. So
when she has her senior graduation party, she's going to have a binder of all of her award. She's not going to be able to lay them on the table because there's not going to be enough room.
She can just cover an entire outside wall of the house with all of her certificates for Player of the Game. But she's earned every one of them. And you want to try to spread the love around a little bit but man, oh man, when somebody is just playing that well and is that on fire, and when at the time when your team needs you the most, you step up and you make the big plays. And I mean, just not many errors in the 4th and 5th set. No. It's not just the big kills when you need them. It's the efficiency. It's the consistency. It's everything that is going to earn Paige Gamby yet another Player of the Game award, and they're going to be taking pictures for the next half an hour with all their friends and cousins and fans and relatives and everyone up there. So we're probably not going to get Paige up here to get her comments. And it's always entertaining when you interview Paige Gamby, that I'll say. You just never know what you're going to get out of her when you ask her a question. But well deserving of a Player of the Game award. And boy, am I glad I made it here in time for this volleyball match.
You slid right in.
What an entertaining one.
6 o'clock in 1 second.
I was here 5 till. I made the national anthem and everything. Plenty of time.
But nothing to be sad about for Parkway. It's a sad night because it ended tonight. But as you said, Michael, when you look back, I mean, very productive season for them. And again, just a couple points away tonight from advancing in the senior class of Britton Burns, Emily Temple, Kobe Smith, Brendan Schilleben, suited up, at least as a team, for the final time tonight. Unaware if any of these girls are going to the next level.
Right.
But I'm sure some will be in an all-star game here or there. But fantastic senior class for Parkway and head coach Jordan Henkel.
So let's take a look at dates and times for the regionals next week. So let's see, Northwest 1, which is this one, will be on October the 30th. By the way, it's trick-or-treat night tonight.
It is.
Passing trick-or-treaters out there, so happy trick-or-treat, everybody. I think we had a district game on trick-or-treat last year, if I remember right.
Probably right.
So October the 30th, what day of the week? That's a week from tonight, right? That's 7 days. Today's the 23rd.
Yeah, Friday is Halloween.
So next Thursday will be, so it must be a Thursday. Yeah, it's a Thursday, Saturday, because the 1st is a Saturday, correct?
Yes.
So October the 30th, the 6 o'clock game will be New Bremen Fairview, and then the 8 o'clock game at Fostoria will be Tinora versus Buckeye Central. So figure on that. Thursday next week at Fostoria, the site of last year's regionals. The 6 o'clock game will be the Apaches taking on New Bremen, who's just always there. And then the 8 o'clock game, the late game, will be the Tinora Rams taking on Buckeye Central. The winners advancing to a 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon regional championship game back at Fostoria. That'll be Saturday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So Thursday night at 8, and the winner will be Saturday at 2 p.m. So there's your regional update for the tournament. Marching on, again, will be the Tinora Rams back in the regional for the second year in a row, looking to make a return trip to the state in just their third ever if they can get to that level.
Yep.
I was looking for. I feel like I could get Paige up here. I'm loud.
She's signing autographs. She's taking photos.
Yeah, no kidding.
Maybe smelling ice cream here in a second. I'm not sure.
She's talking to Matt Bishop right now. Come on.
That's going to be a while.
Yeah, no, yeah. Once you get sucked into that, now she's
not even looking this way.
No. All right, so we'll ditch the interview, I guess. I love the player interviews, but
yep.
a little tough tonight. But
Yep.
What a game, and
very much.
I should be able, because it's a late game, I should be able to make it to Fostoria next week by 8 o'clock. Run it back again, the dual broadcast.
There you go, Michael.
All right. I'll rely on Keith to get there early and do all the setup and work, and I'll just roll in right at the last minute. And
hopefully we can get with them and get with their AD and get a good signal and do this double camera thing again, because I think it worked out very well.
I agree. Excellent. So tomorrow night, you got the finale of the regular season of football over at Edgerton.
We'll be at Edgerton over at the Dog Pound. Yep.
Lot to play for. Rams still not mathematically eliminated?
No, if they win and have a couple dominoes fall the right way, they're going to sneak in at number 12. So we'll see. Stay tuned.
Which could be, depending on how things play out, maybe a rematch with Fairview.
Yes.
Who's currently 5.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep. Pauling's at 4.
Wow. Imagine that. I would really love to see a Fairview Paulding rematch based on how that first game played out.
That would be great. It really would.
At some point in time. Not that I want Tinora to get eliminated,
right,
but I would love to see a Fairview Paulding
Yep.
matchup. Man, oh man.
That would be.
That first game was everything that it lived up to be the billing for.
Sure was.
So I'll be over watching the Apaches tomorrow on our game on 105.7. We're going to have a matchup between Fairview and Hicksville. We haven't had Hicksville all year, so we got to try to get all the county teams in.
Yep.
Waited till week 10, but we got it done.
Michael, you and Brett might have some second half segments lined up in advance.
Yeah, we're going to have to not far be it from me to ever not have things to talk about. But, I think we may be in a running clock situation for the majority of that second half.
Should be.
So, all right. Anything else for the people here tonight, Keith?
That's it. Wind her up.
All right. We're going to get out of here. Thanks to, of course, Jerry Beauty taking great care of us here.
Always.
At Defiance High School.
Nothing but the best. A+.
Congratulations to Paige Gamby, who won our player of the game again tonight, and to the Tinora Rams, who get the district championship over a very tough MAC school, Parkway. They win a thrilling 5-set match here tonight to advance on to the regionals. For Mr. Keith Brown, this is Michael Sebring signing off, saying, hey, good night and good sports.
And thanks again for you for watching and listening. And to all of our sponsors, Wiener, Hill & Weber, our broadcast sponsor, our every game this season. Our other sponsors are Optimal Performance and Fitness and Defiance and Napoleon Clubhouse Pizza and A. Baton Stevens Body Shop, Jewel Grain, Tinora Rams Athletic Boosters, Wooden Indian Pawn Shop, Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services, Cut and Polish, Hair and Nail Salon, Hall Crop Insurance, Signs Excavating, Higby Embroidery, Drop Zone Pizzeria, Stryker and Airsville, Oklahoma Tavern, Mulvey Valley Title Agency, BSN Sports, Firestone Tavern, Postuma Insurance and Investments, Northwest Ohio Sports, Brother Tacos Catering, Schlegel Farms, Laura Kepi, Jake, Samantha, and Milo Essick, Kevin Weber of Weber Materials, Prosperity Painting, Stark Brothers Advertising, Matt Yost of Remax Realty, Straight Line Outdoor Lawn Care, Mossy Oak Properties and Signs Pub, Patriot Outdoor Hunting, South 66 Lanes, Holbrook Plumbing, Crescent News, Marco's Pizza, Fort County Career Center, McCarthy's in Defiance, Barney's in Evansport, Defiance Therapeutic Massage and Wellness Center, Harvest Moon, the old St. Mike stop out after the game for a fantastic time out there. Defiance Water Recreation, thank you Brent and Julie Signs, Buckeye Aerial Ag, Sean Hammond, one of our new sponsors, appreciate them, and our replay sponsor, Homeyer's Monumental, and of course, thanks Michael Hearn and Mr. Gene Sugg for voicing our commercials over. So that's it. He has 2